wasn't a deer, Fester. I think it's a deer. It was not a deer. It was either like a coyote or like a wolf or a giant like mongoloid fox or something.
I didn't think it was a full-size deer. I thought it was a fawn.
Dude, you need to get your eyes checked.
It was pretty quick.
I've got keratoconus, a little mild case, but nevertheless, I've got one like far-sighted eye, one nearsighted eye. I wear rigid gas permeable contact lenses, and I could tell it wasn't a deer.
Okay, I didn't have the luxury of just being a freeloading side passenger. I was the driver of this vehicle.
You picked him up again?
Yeah, yes. Fester gave me a ride in this morning because, we only have one car. We still only have one car, and Michelle has a doctor's appointment this morning, so I asked Fester to bring me in. And a little while ago, at about 5:45, we're pulling into the office complex here in St. Pete, and I'm like, oh, my God, what is that? And Fester's like, what? I'm like, dude, you didn't see that? No. So then we back up a little bit, then we head down the road where I saw it, and then we see it again several more times.
Is that why you guys were turning around?
Did you see us?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, what's the matter with that car?
That was us.
Weirdos.
I thought you were like hiding a body.
What do you mean weirdos? So we're in the old Koger Executive Park, and what do they call it now? Bay something or other?
I don't know.
Bayway, Bay
Point.
Anyway, that's where we are. We're in St. Petersburg. And, we're right behind, like, Glory Days, right in there. And remember there used to be, like, an old MJ's billiard hall or something? Or
the sign is still there.
What is it? Was it MJ's? Was it a pub or a bar? What was it?
It was a billiard place,
right.
Pool hall.
Yeah.
And the sign still stands there.
It is still there.
They should put that sign in your parking spot.
Well, there's a tire store there, too, now, right?
Yeah, there is.
They put their banner over the MJ's.
Yeah. All right. So, pulling into the office park, I'm like, what the hell is that? And it was a wild animal, and it was holding like prey, or not prey. It was holding like a roadkill, just
a dead animal.
Breakfast.
Okay, what kind of wild animal?
Well, that's the point. So I'm trying to get Fester, dude, move over here. I'm trying to get a picture, and I have to wait for the flash to go off, and finally, it walked over to a parking lot not far from ours, and there were lights on in the parking lot, so I was able to get natural illumination. I got a shot. Now, I quickly put it up on my Instagram. So go to my Instagram, Roxanne. It's the last item, and I think it might be like a coyote or something. It looks like it's too big for a fox or a wolf. Oh, I don't know what the hell it is, but I do have the picture, the best shot I could get. It's not perfect, but the best shot I could get.
Oh my God, it's a bobcat.
It's not a bobcat. It had like dog-like features. That's like, is that a coyote or
chupacabra?
Or is that, yeah, that's what Fester said. Fester said, I think it could be chupacabra.
That's pretty darn big.
It was big.
Look at the puffiness around its butt, like the puffy tail. Is that? I mean,
are you sure it's not a bobcat type thing?
Right,
we
folks,
don't know.
Look. Is it a coyote?
It's bigger than the front of that car.
Well, look at the tiny face. The tiny forehead looks feral. Like it does look like it could be a bobcat. And bobcats have big ears sometimes.
It's not a bobcat. I don't think it has a feline body. All right, folks, do me a favor.
Hell?
If you're on Instagram, I posted it quickly so we could talk about it at the beginning of the show. Go to my Instagram. I'm Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio.
Dude, it's a coyote.
I think it might be a coyote. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I think the first thing I said was, is it a coyote?
I think it'll tear you up.
I had no idea that, and it was carrying a dead animal in its mouth. Now, when I took the picture, it's looking at me. It dropped the dead animal, but it had some kind of a decent-sized dead animal in its mouth. All right, what the hell was this? If anyone knows, just respond on my Instagram, or maybe we can take some phone calls in a few minutes when we come back from our first break.
I didn't know we had coyotes here.
Well, that's the point. I'm like, what is that? I've seen raccoons. I've seen various things, as we drive, because we have this wooded area. There's a wooded area as we drive into our office park and make a turn on the road for our building in this office park. And I'm like, Fester, I got to get a picture of this thing. I mean, listen, if I didn't have a picture, I had no proof of what the hell it was.
So he was cautious of us, but he wasn't afraid of us in the sense that he ran and darted the first second he saw us.
Yeah, because he kind of kept coming around.
Yeah.
Almost like he saw Fester as a big, giant piece of meat that he could snack on for 3 or 4 months at a time.
There's a lot of bunnies around here, too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right. Oh, it might have been a bunny that he had in his mouth.
Yeah.
Might have been a bunny buffet this morning.
That's a good way to get the day started for a
so
coyote.
if you're on Instagram, part of a nutritious breakfast. All right, if you're on Instagram, go to my Instagram feed, Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio. While you're there, give me a follow. Man, I'm in the chase for 10,000. I am getting so close to getting 10,000 followers and get out of the awful. I'm about to get into the 5-digit range, folks, and get out of the dreaded 4 digits.
Should we get a cake?
Should we what?
Get a cake.
Oh, should we get a cake?
Yeah, I mean, when you hit 10.
Yeah.
10K IG.
No, it's taken me longer to get followers on Instagram than on Facebook or on Twitter. Like Twitter, I've got over 40,000 followers. It's just like Instagram. I don't know if a lot of our listeners use. Well, it seems that way because we got a ton of response. But all right, tell me what this is. Leave a comment on Certified MJ Radio if you're on Instagram, and tell me what is that. Is that a coyote? I think it's a coyote. And then Fester picked me up. I've got some thoughts about that. Another item is broken on Fester's car. So hold on. We're just getting rolling here on a Thursday. It's a busy show. And then Fester's telling me that Froggy's out, then he's out. I got to get that schedule coming up. Roxanne, do you know that both these guys are going to be away?
I keep track of this stuff, so yes, I do.
All
know
right,
that.
hold on a minute. We'll get into that. We got a busy show today. So, Shorty Shane is coming in. Shorty Shane is getting death threats. Seriously, who the hell wants to threaten Shorty Shane and his elderly parents?
Oh, my God.
What?
Was he in the coyote's mouth?
No, it was not true.
Oh, my God. Thank God.
He was snatched in the parking lot. No, he's coming in at 7:30.
Okay.
Yeah, he was snatched in the parking lot. All right, just getting rolling. We're back in a minute. MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. You got the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and the general consensus is the animal that Fester and I saw driving into the office park this morning at 5:45. The general consensus is Coyote. So that is the general consensus from most of the people that have responded to me on Insta. Amazing response on my Instagram feed at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I just picked up a couple of dozen new followers as well.
You sure we're allowed to put coyotes on online?
Oh, by the way, you notice what's off the wall? That's a whole different story.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Yeah, you see what's off the wall over there? What? The giant Fester blown up photo of the shower pic at Froggy's beach house removed from the wall. That's a whole other situation. We just can't do anything right around here this week. We're in trouble over that now.
So I have some inside information on that.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that. I don't want to confuse everything here. We got a lot of things to do. So if you don't know about the giant wall-sized mural of Fester in the shower,
That was a piece of art.
if you don't know about what a sales assistant did, they put together a collage. They did these big, 11 by 17 printouts. They did tile printouts and made a humongous image of Fester, and we put it on the wall in the hallway of the radio station right outside, and they took it down. And then I got a whole story on that, so we'll get into that coming up in just a bit. If you're just tuning in, just wrapping this up, on the way in this morning, Fester gave me a ride in. And I saw this animal. Like, Fester, do you see that? He's like, what? I said, go, turn around, go over there. And first of all, you are like the least observant person. I'm like, dude, that is a trooper on the bridge as he's driving 90.
I saw that guy.
So hold on.
He was pulled way off, though. You didn't have to get over
way
it.
off. He was
Hang
sitting
on
there
a second.
he was sleeping.
25 seconds before I said, Fester, that's a trooper over there. Fester's like, hey, you want to feel the pickup on this? And he jams the accelerator down. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, those are the clear, distinctive red taillights of a Dodge Charger off on the side. That is FHP up there. And Fester was just oblivious. Then we're driving into the office park, and there's like this huge animal. I'm like, what is that?
He's driving.
And Fester's like, what? What are you talking about? I didn't see it. I'm like, dude, back up and go over here. And then finally he sees it. Is that a deer? No, it's not a deer. So the consensus is a coyote. So I do have a picture. I put it on my Instagram. So if you haven't seen this, do you agree that we saw a coyote this morning? It is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And feel free to give me a follow. But I'm looking here, coyote, that's a coyote. Definitely a coyote. They're all over Pinellas County. Coyote. I mean, the general consensus from our listeners, oh, here's one, that's a fox. No, it's not a fox. It's too big for a fox. And it had like some kind of a
carcass.
Fresh kill in its mouth that had dropped. When I took the photo, it had dropped whatever was in its mouth. So
that's nice. Take his food away from its family and its kids.
No, it picked it up. It dropped it so it could attack if it needed.
Exactly, because
wow.
we're stopped taking a picture. I think it dropped the prey.
Thing's aggressive.
So it could attack us if need be. But if you want to see the picture, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Most people think it's coyote. And I had no idea we had coyotes around here. And then people are saying that they're all over Pinellas County.
Just Pinellas County? Not a problem in Hillsborough?
No, there are no coyotes in Hillsborough. Hillsborough banned coyotes back in 2005.
There's a coyote curfew.
Yeah. There are coyotes, I guess, in Hillsborough as well. I mean, the wildlife we have in Florida that, you just don't even think. Like, we've got rhinoceroses.
Yeah.
We had one hanging on the wall yesterday.
No, that was a manatee.
Oh yeah.
All right, speaking of coyotes, I just thought of this. I never saw the movie Coyote Ugly.
I've been thinking about that movie the whole time you've been talking.
Yeah.
Really?
That's an awful movie.
Guys, look at this. Oh, you missed it.
That was a flying car.
We got to talk about the flying car.
Flying car.
Well, it didn't end well. I think it happened up in Brooksville. We got to talk about that later on. But it was a coyote, apparently. And if you want to see the image, just go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and give me a follow because I'm getting really close to 10,000. Thank you. Yeah, the MJ 10,000 is on.
You're going to be in the magical IG 10K club.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks.
That's something to brag
I get
about.
a jacket. Are you choking over there, Fester?
I'm getting all choked up this morning.
All right, so Fester picks me up today. I got a couple issues. First of all, there's another thing broken on Fester's car. We'll get into that later on.
Just stop picking his ass up if he's just going to pick apart your car every time. What is the deal?
I had to disclose this right away, so it's not like he's nitpicking something.
I could have taken an Uber because Fester did tell me when I got in the car, I've got some bad news.
First the words out of my mouth.
I got some bad news. We'll get into that a little later on. First, though, Fester in the car is filling me in on his absence coming up and then Froggy's absence coming up. All right, let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Who is going to be gone first?
All right. So Froggy's gone tomorrow and Monday.
All right. Why are you gone tomorrow on Monday?
Well, I got the big Froggy Fixtures convention, and I got to go, and,
Hold on. The Fixtures convention is over the weekend?
Yeah.
It's a...
You would think that a
Saturday, Sunday,
shelving...
Monday.
You'd think that a shelving and fixtures convention would be like totally during the week.
No way, man. Indianapolis on the weekend, party time.
They don't even have it in Vegas. It's in Indianapolis.
Oh, it's in Vegas every other year.
You going to go to that famous steakhouse in Indianapolis? Was it St. Elmo's or what is it called?
Yeah, that's St. Elmo.
St. Elmo.
I get my dinner at Circle K.
Yeah. Do they play St. Elmo's Fire, by the way?
It's all they play. It's on loop.
It's St. Elmo's Steakhouse in Indianapolis. Do they play St. Elmo's Fire?
Oh, yeah, it's the shrimp, apparently.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I've heard that. Like, oh my gosh, you have to get the shrimp. Is it just cocktail shrimp? Is it just like how good can the shrimp be?
It's jumbo cocktail shrimp with a spicy cocktail sauce. And
Fetcher knows exactly.
well, here's I've never been to St. Elmo's. It's on my list of steakhouses. But who the hell wants to go to Indianapolis for great shrimp?
I love Indianapolis.
When you think of fresh seafood, Indianapolis doesn't jump right out at you.
Indianapolis is almost completely landlocked. Right. There's 40 miles on Lake Michigan, and it's all industrial. And a park.
That's where the most delicious shrimp live.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Andrew, just how long does it take to bring up St. Elmo's Fire? Just out of curiosity.
I could have started humming it.
How long does it take to find it in the computer?
Andrew, don't let him talk to you like that.
Are you okay in there? Are you having a stroke?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a post up that you wanted.
Oh, okay.
He's a very busy guy.
All right.
All right. We all know it's St. Elmo's Fire. So.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah, so I'm gone Friday and Monday, and then I guess Fester's gone
Tuesday.
Oh wait. I'm actually. Do you mind if I leave a little bit early tomorrow?
What?
I don't care.
Not like super early,
No.
but maybe one segment early.
Oh, my God. Here we go. 17 minutes later.
The worst movie. So dramatic.
You know what? Michelle and I did watch it.
Oh.
We watched it like a year and a half or 2 years ago, and it really doesn't hold up.
It doesn't.
No.
Aw.
Yeah.
You realize how obnoxious they all are?
Yeah, I want the jumbo shrimp
Yeah.
at St. Elmo's Steakhouse.
No S. You're big
I'm
S
sorry.
or no S guy. Yeah.
So it's St. Elmo.
Yeah, you can correct everyone on that.
St. Elmo.
As they
Yes.
bring you the
Right.
dish, the other waiter has a big boombox playing this song, dancing.
Now, St. Elmo, isn't that like St. Elmo's Fire? Isn't that an atmospheric condition where you see like lightning bolts, like a pilot see it up in the sky?
And
It's
then
a phenomenon.
Yeah, St. Elmo's Fire, I believe, is like a.
They call it-
It's an electrical phenomenon. Is it Northern Lights related? St. Elmo's Fire.
Okay, they call it St. Elmo's Fire is a type of continuous electric spark called a glow discharge. And you've seen it many times before. It's in fluorescent tubes, mercury vapor street lights, old orange display calculators,
Oh,
and
so
in the
that-
eye of a storm.
Oh, so it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the Northern Lights.
or the
No.
puppet.
I guess
No.
not. All right, so Froggy, you're going to Indianapolis for the shelving convention.
It's a hardware convention. It's
Are you-
not just shells,
are you
but
gonna-
I'm going to sell shells.
Are you going to run into John Candy selling shower curtain rings while you're there?
No, but I have a great number 2 pencil salesman there that I'm good friends with. And paper bags. He sells a ton of paper
The
bags.
bags guy is a millionaire.
All right, let me get this straight. So
20 times over.
Froggy, you're out tomorrow and Monday, and then Fester, then
Yeah.
you're out. As soon as Froggy gets back, you're out?
Yeah, like we're not even going to be back for the same show. He's off Monday, back Tuesday. I'm off Tuesday, back the following Monday.
So you're going to be
Oh,
off.
you're off all week.
You're going to be off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
So yeah, I
Where
think,
the hell? Oh, so you're doing an RV convention?
See, aren't you glad mine's over the weekend?
Yeah, see. So mine's I fly out Tuesday morning.
Where are you going?
To
Hershey.
Hershey. Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Dude, you're processing. Something's going on in your brain. Something's going on with your synapses.
Oh, God.
I'm joking with Froggy about Hershey because neither of us want to say Hershey Highway. All right, that's
So
why.
you're going to the Hershey Highway?
Nothing's wrong with the brain.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
there
going-
is.
I'm
But
go- you're going to Hershey Highway.
Good one.
all right. So you are headed to the RV convention up in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and you're going to be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and Saturday and Sunday?
So Tuesday is the travel day.
Yeah.
And then the RV show is Wednesday through Sunday. And then they're putting us on a late Sunday flight back to Tampa. I get in like at 1 a.m.
What are you on, a Legion from Hershey, Pennsylvania? What are you on?
I'm on, I don't know what it's called. Like I don't know.
A
what
plane?
Yeah, I don't know what airline I'm on.
That's good. That's
All
good
right.
that you're prepared.
So, of course, those are Fester and Froggy's real jobs.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, you
why.
know, a little more money around here. Maybe we could skip these shows.
I mean,
That's not going to happen anytime
as long
soon.
as I'm around here, I'm only going to work my wage.
Yeah. All right. So I got to mark that down on my calendar. And then you want to leave early when?
Tomorrow.
I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah, just like
Well,
nine-
like how early?
Like 9:30.
That's fine.
it's going to be the Fester and MJ show.
I'll call in if you want me to.
Yeah, I don't know how we'll possibly make it.
I
for
think
one
we can
second.
handle the
Well-
final segment of the show.
I'm available.
Without you.
On the
Okay.
bridge.
All right. All right. Let's get into the early chunk of the morons in the news next. A lovely pile of imbeciles will ensue in moments here on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, speaking of imbeciles. Well, that can mean only one thing. It's time for the Morons in the News here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, guess what? We were talking about this yesterday. We did found.
Is something wrong in your brain? Is there a trigger? You just don't sound right lately.
We did
find the Ricky Martin sound effect we were looking for.
I love the Korean meat.
Yeah. I knew I'd found that on our hard drive like months and months and months ago, but we do have it in the archive now.
I love the Korean meat.
Yeah, so what we were talking about yesterday? Oh, we were talking about the Korean pork jerky at Costco and how addictive that stuff is. And it's Korean barbecue pork jerky, and they sell this big bag of it at Costco. And I said, I love the Korean meat, just like Ricky Martin.
I love the Korean meat.
You ready for early Morons in the News? Let's go, man. It's a pretty sordid stack today. A Florida HOA president hid a camera in a bathroom. This is sort of like, turning the tables because, HOAs can be really annoying. I've never had an HOA as far as...
Your old house didn't have one?
No,
it was just on a city street.
What are you talking about? South Tampa?
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Well, no,
South Tampa?
When you think of HOAs, you think of like developed communities or pre-planned, master planned communities.
Yeah, you think of gated communities or something. And my first house was in South Tampa. What are you talking about? You had like a nice house, then you had like a 1948 knockdown right next door. I had Colin a few doors down. He had freaking washing machines and pickup truck parts in his front yard.
Where was the grow house on your street? Wasn't it like 20 houses down?
It was around the corner on Linwood.
Okay.
Oh, there really was one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There was a grow house, and it was like, could they be any more obvious? All the windows had aluminum foil. Every single window had
Wow, that's real dumb.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
And you could smell it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could smell it. It was a total grow house. Somebody had rented a house. And this has been an issue. This has popped up. Well, I know it's popped up in Florida. I know it's popped up in the Tampa Bay area. But that was sort of a deal, before the whole, recreational marijuana thing in some states, the medical marijuana thing here in Florida. And we're going to have recreational marijuana on the ballot. Is it, I think it's 24 here in Florida. But that was a thing that people were renting homes in residential neighborhoods and turning them into remote grow houses.
I mean, talk about farm to table. That is really fresh.
Yeah. So, no, I did not have an HOA here in Tampa. I've never had an HOA anywhere where I actually live.
Oh, you're missing out.
All right. So this HOA president actually turned himself in after he was caught. Authorities said that he installed a hidden camera inside a woman's bedroom while she was out of state.
It's a pretty aggressive HOA that has access to your bedroom.
Listen to this. Authorities said, this is crazy. Authorities said that 59-year-old Robert Orr, who served as the president of the Las Brisas Condominium Association up in Flagler County, installed a hidden video camera inside a condo without the owner's permission. Yeah, you've heard of overbearing, aggressive HOAs? Yeah, Fester, you're right on this one. Deputies said the camera was focused on the master bedroom. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office first found out about the hidden camera on August 30th after a woman staying at the condo discovered a USB camera hidden inside a flower pot in the master bedroom.
Dude, I'm so obsessive in any bathroom I go in now. I was at the Village Inn. I'm like, let me look up in those vents. I'm pretty sure.
A hidden camera can be seen inside the flower pot positioned toward the condo owner's master bedroom.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office took pictures for evidence, and they supplied some of the pictures for media to use. Yeah, the Sheriff's Office Major Case Unit said the USB device had a video of two people in various stages of undress inside the condo, including the woman who filed the report and a man who was also staying in the condo.
Well, that's what you do when in your bedroom.
Deputies said the device also had videos of Orr testing the camera inside his own condo
Make sure this
before
works.
he placed it in the flower pot in this condo.
You want to make sure it works.
Yeah, listen to this quote. This pervert installed video cameras in a condo that he was a caretaker for so that he could view people inside without their knowledge or consent, according to Sheriff Rick Staley of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. It's disgusting, an invasion of privacy. Yeah, the condo owner told authorities that her condo is usually unoccupied, but she allows people to stay there at times as guests. And the owner said that Orr was allowed to enter the condo to check on the condition while she was out of state. So he had permission, he had a key, he could go in just to make sure that whoever was staying there was keeping the place up. And he takes advantage of the situation and places a hidden camera inside a flower pot.
You know, sometimes people think HOA presidents or whomever, not me, but, you know, like their busybodies are a pain and they're so rules. So
You have an HOA, right?
They
Yes, I
are.
do.
She is so afraid of her HOA president.
Yeah.
She just qualified that.
She
with,
did.
Not me.
That's
not me, but
that is why I just stopped there and I said, you have an HOA, don't
Yeah.
you? As you deliberately try to deflect and say, yeah, I got all kinds of HOA. Oh, but not my HOA.
No, I don't even know anything about my HOA. I just see the stuff come in the mail and I put it on a.
Well, have they done any annoying things in your West Chase? Has there been anything overbearing or anything you've disagreed with your West Chase HOA?
Had one little incident related to a bush that we put up.
Is that the one that was shaped like a penis?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And they made you. They made you. They made you trim your penis bush.
They thought it was offensive.
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
That's
All right.
exactly what happened.
That was the only thing.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this story's from the Channel 8 website, and a search warrant for Orr's residence later discovered several other spy cameras and other kinds of electronic surveillance devices. Man, this guy was like a regular little spy operation. I'm encouraging anyone who has allowed Orr unsupervised access into their home to check for secret recording devices and to contact us right away. So they're saying that you could be a victim. If anyone else has allowed this guy, this HOA president, into your home,
Oh, gosh.
you could be a victim as well. You need to search your place for bugs and hidden cameras and all kinds of stuff.
Search your flower pots.
you know that goes for anybody who has a house that you have other people access to.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know,
Wow.
MJ lets me borrow the keys to his place.
Yeah, the guy turned himself in. What'd you say?
If you let me borrow the keys to your place,
Oh, there's no way I'm letting you in my
I'm
house.
putting ring cameras in every room.
Yeah, there's no way I'm letting anyone in my house.
I'm putting one in your closet.
Anyway, this guy was booked. The HOA president was booked on 4 counts of video voyeurism and later released after posting a $20,000 bond. That's pretty egregious and a total violation of privacy. But listen, are you the victim right now of a hidden camera? Is there a hidden camera somewhere right now where you don't know it's there and someone placed it there?
That's why I put on a show in public facilities.
Yeah, you sure do.
Do you have an HOA and you have a bush in your yard shaped like a wang like Roxanne? So
What was the big deal with your bush?
It was obstructing someone's view of the pond.
Was it a wiener bush or was it like a wiener topiary?
It was a topiary.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I don't even know. I know what a topiary is.
No, you don't. Don't lie.
Yes, they're like the Disney World.
yeah, when they
Yeah.
they carve their
Yeah.
hedges and bushes like into Goofy.
Yeah,
Roxanne Scissorhands.
Yeah.
exactly.
Look at this. a
All right.
wiener.
Hey, you might not want to do this. This might not be the best thing for your health. Guy pulled a 3-foot sword on cops during a traffic stop.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Sorrow.
This is from WBBH, which is the NBC channel down in Fort Myers and Naples. And a guy was arrested. He pulled a 3-foot sword on Lee County deputies after they pulled him over for a traffic violation.
So is that a tasing or a shooting?
Dude, that could be
Dude,
either
shooting.
or.
I know, but right. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, pick your own adventure. I mean, you're the cop on this one.
Yeah.
Guy brings a sword out.
34-year-old Randy Osterman from North Fort Myers was stopped by deputies as he parked his Nissan Altima and he was partially blocking a bicycle lane.
Whoa, Lee County takes bicycle lane infractions very seriously.
Oh, yeah. It's some of the top infractions that they
Woof.
collect fines on.
Woof.
Anyway, so they approach the car and they find the guy reclined in the driver's seat of the vehicle. The cops, the deputies said, please step out of the vehicle. And he went toward the center console and then pulls out a 3-foot steel sword. And then immediately the deputies saw danger, 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 and they back off quickly as Osterman attached a metal dragon-shaped handle to the base of the blade.
There you go.
Whoa.
Hold on, what, some assembly required? I mean, what's going on here?
It can break down for compaction and transportation.
Is that what it is?
It's for confection.
Okay, you were asking about tasers. Glad you asked.
Yeah.
The deputies tried to use their tasers, but they were unsuccessful in stopping the guy.
Would he
And-
block him with a sword?
Well, then he began to stick the sword out of the window at the deputies, and finally they were able to, zap the guy. They incapacitated him as he tried to flee through the passenger's side door. And after the arrest, after they got this guy neutralized, the sword with the dragon handle out of his hand, and they got this guy cuffed and stuffed, then they found methamphetamine and marijuana. They found a meth pipe in his car, charged with resisting arrest, possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, marijuana possession, drug equipment, false ID.
And
So-
pulling a sword on the police. The sword
Yeah.
seems like the most egregious of all the crimes here.
Yeah, I would say but that's not on the list, though.
Can you open carry a sword? Like a big pirate sword?
Yeah.
I got a concealed sword permit.
Because I got a big sword. I want to see if you could open carry it and just walk into a Circle K with a sword dragon.
Yeah, why don't you give that a shot, see what happens to you.
I got the big Rough
Yeah.
Rider sword.
Yeah,
It's
why,
not like-
why don't you give that a whirl?
It's not a concealed weapon because everyone would see it coming.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
let's try it.
All right, you got the MJ Morning Show, and that concludes the early edition of Morons in the News. There is a chance I might have additional morons, if time permits, during the course of the MJ Morning Show. Shorty Shane is coming in about 45 minutes. Shorty Shane has a big problem. Shorty Shane is getting death threats.
What's up with that? Who would do that?
His elderly parents are getting death threats as well.
It's despicable.
And, well, there is knowledge on who's doing it. It's a bizarre story. Police are involved. We'll get the whole lowdown coming up in a bit here on the MJ Morning Show, so please stand by. MJ with Roxanne and Froggy and Fester, Andrew, our producer. 7:03 here on Thursday on the MJ broadcast. And Fester will get to showcase his skill, not skills. Fester will get to showcase his skill of his one and only impression. And I haven't told Fester what it even is yet. And let's see if Fester knows what his one and only impression actually is, because it does relate to a particular item that I wanted to discuss. So, Fester, what is your one and only impression?
Yeah, I do so many good ones. I do an amazing Kermit the Frog, a dead-on Pee Wee Herman, a fantastic Elvis, which I've displayed in Impression Connection.
You do none of these.
And he's done a bunch of good ones during the Connection.
Yeah, and then I do
Yes.
the most authentic Shaquille O'Neal impression.
That's the best.
Hold on. I have to correct myself.
Oh, no.
Fester does 2 impressions.
It's not Shaq.
I assumed it was Shaq.
No, it is not Shaq.
Oh.
Okay.
It is not Shaq. But no, Fester just reminded me that give me a little bit of your Shaq.
MJ, I can't believe you didn't know that Fester does the world's best Shaq impression.
What about the pizza deal you can get at
Shaq-a-roni?
Yeah.
It's called a Shaq-a-roni. And I'll tell you right now, $1 from every Shaq-a-roni goes to causes people care about.
What about if I've got like some hip pain or I got an aching back?
Put a stop to that aching back and get some icy hot patches.
What if I need insurance on my car?
You should call the general. For a great low rate, you can get
online.
Get online. Call the general and save some time. That's right.
Thanks, Shaq.
All right. So what's the other impression that you do?
I don't know.
You don't even know.
I'm all spun out of Shaq.
All right, Roxanne, who is it?
Anna Delvey.
Yes, Anna Delvey. Inventing Anna.
All right, that's a very, very particular impression.
You got to get into character for that.
Hold on, that's a
The
very particular.
Netflix series Inventing Anna about the scam artist lady, the Russian who duped everyone to think that she was like this New York socialite and like ripped off everyone. And yes, Anna Delvey. That's another one of Fester's impersonations, and it sounds a little like this.
Roxanne, why are you wearing that dress today? It makes you look poor.
It is only like $30.
Roxanne, I'd like for you to join my foundation. I'm going to have a whole wing of the foundation called the Roxanne Wilder Wing.
You used to do it better, Anna.
Yeah,
I haven't done my Anna in a while.
You're slipping a little bit.
I got to work into my Anna.
The reason why I'm having Fester do the Anna Sorkin, Anna Delvey impersonation from the Netflix series.
Because you're broke, MJ, and you need a loan. I'll call my daddy. He'll send over money from the trust.
You look all broke ass. Hey, do we have that little? We pulled the audio bite from that. Andrew, I think you pulled that. You pulled that scene. Remember, we pulled the audio that you.
What movie is this from?
Well, it's from a Netflix show called Inventing Anna. If you haven't seen
Is
it yet,
is it Anna or Anna?
I think it's Anna. I think it's Inventing Anna.
It's Anna.
But it could be Anna. I don't know. Anyway, it is worth watching.
You gotta see it.
It is worth watching Inventing Anna on Netflix because she duped like a bunch of the socialite community in New York and, took them for a little bit of a ride.
what is she really guilty of besides stealing?
That's not enough? Defrauding people?
I mean, just the fact that she got one over on so many hoity-toity people. She should run for mayor.
Anyway, here's the deal. The reason why I'm bringing this back up, if you saw Inventing Anna, one of the women involved, the lady that worked for the magazine, she is now suing Netflix over her depiction. Yeah, the former Vanity Fair photographer, reporter Rachel DeLoach Williams wrote the book My Friend Anna, the true story of a fake heiress. HBO bought the rights to this fake-o German heiress saga. New York Magazine did the article. New York Times ballyhooed it as a must-read. Netflix produced the series Inventing Anna. On Netflix, most names were fictitious, but Rachel, portrayed on it as buddies of Anna Sorokin, was ID'd, and now she's suing for defamation, claiming she was falsely portrayed as greedy, snobbish, disloyal, dishonest, cowardly, manipulative, opportunistic, sponging off Anna, then abandoning her in Morocco. And remember, it was Williams that turned Sorokin over to authorities at that facility in Malibu, I believe, is where she was finally arrested. But it was the woman that she used her corporate credit card to pay the bill at that Moroccan expensive resort that they went to.
Every place Anna went, her credit card got denied. So somebody would have to pay, and she'd always have an excuse.
I'm having a problem with do what she said.
Oh, my credit card doesn't work. My father must have not transferred the funds to my account. I'll just call my daddy tomorrow. Can you cover this today?
Yeah, that's the whole deal. So that was her racket.
She foreign?
Yeah, she was a Russian, but she tried to pretend like she was a German heiress, but she's really like a Russian.
But it created an accent that you really couldn't place anywhere.
So it's kind of German,
Middle Eastern European, German, Russian, all these
Where
kind
do
of
you get
things.
Middle Eastern?
When she was in Morocco.
No, but she didn't have a Middle Eastern accent.
You can't place it.
Yeah, she sort of had this nondescript kind of weird accent, at least as portrayed by Ruthie from Ozark. Because Ruthie from Ozark, she's so talented. I don't even know her name, but she's so good. The girl that played Ruthie in Ozark, and then
Wait,
also
this isn't a documentary?
Well, no, it's not a documentary. It's
I'm out.
Actors.
I'm out.
No, it's. What do you mean you're out?
I don't like fake stuff.
Like every movie.
Okay, fine.
Is it Julia Garner?
Yeah, that's her. She's great.
Yeah, you don't like fake stuff like Back to the Future?
Dude, that might happen.
She's totally fantastic. All right, I got an issue with Fester. Fester picks me up today, and the minute I get into his car, I got some bad news. I'm like, oh my God. What's it going to be now? So Michelle needed the car today. We're still only rocking one car in the MJ household. Because, listen, we're getting by. I mean, listen, I go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm home a little after 10. Michelle's like still in bed most mornings.
You're really not getting by without Fester.
Honestly.
Dude, I would call an Uber. It would cost me, $15 each way.
Dude, next time, Fester, make him call an Uber. Hold your ground for once in your life. Say no.
And a couple of times I've rented a car from my buddy at Hertz at the airport.
MJ and I have nice morning drives.
Ugh.
We critique everything.
I get into the car.
Nothing.
I get into the car, and Fester says, I got some bad news.
First thing out of the gate, bad news.
He tells me the air conditioning's broken.
Oh.
We drove the whole way with the windows open. We're on the Howard Franklin Bridge. The wind blowing in. The
At
whole
those
thing.
speeds, too. My God.
Yeah, and then Fester's like, hey, you want to see me do 90? I'm like, no! And then he jams so the wind's blowing in the damn car. Fester, your windshield wipers don't work. You've got water in all of the tail lights. Your windshield is cracked.
Right.
The door handle to get out on the passenger side doesn't work. What am I missing? There are other problems as well.
Yeah, but how can you possibly be saying this to him? Let me guess, you're going to say get a new car, aren't you?
Fester, yes. Well, though, hold on.
But you need a new car.
Yeah, I mean, you're the guy who really needs a car.
You're relying on that hump of a car to get here.
Okay, first of
you're
all,
critiquing it, and you don't have a car.
The 2004 Lincoln Town car is the finest vehicle Detroit has ever produced.
It is a dump. All right, the car needs to be replaced. Fester's making good money at the General RV. He's been a sales guy since.
It's not the point.
You make good money at General RV. After we ended the MJ Morning Show the first time around, Fester got into the RV business.
This is nothing.
And
I'm not a car guy. I don't care about
makes a couple of
cars.
million a year. All right, so
I don't care about cars. You don't get it. It's of no consequence.
But I don't know if it's safe. I don't know why I'm riding in this thing.
I don't know why you are either.
Wait a minute.
Roxanne, MJ needs a ride home today.
Hang on.
I mean, is this where this is going?
She's got a
No,
nice car.
Hold on. Hang on. Yeah, because Roxanne's got an X5 from Fields BMW. And
I love my car.
Froggy's wife also has an X5 from Fields BMW.
And I have a dump of a truck.
Yeah,
I mean,
Froggy's truck
And we have an X5 as well.
I'm not a car guy, really.
Well, here's the deal. I get into Fester's car. He says the air conditioning's broken. I'm like, dude. And then he's like, I think I'm just going to put some new coolant in. You don't know how to do
Freon,
that.
man.
Dude, I do.
Freon.
You take a cap off and you put it on and you have to hit the button.
But aren't there requirements for the Environmental Protection Agency, and you can only use certain types of coolants these days?
I bought it at AutoZone, so it's got to be legit.
All right. Well, anyway, so I get into the car. He informs me right away the air conditioning's busted. Then I look in the back seat, and it is piled up with all kinds of crap. The whole back seat is piled up. I'm like, what is this? And Fester says, yeah, got to drop it off at Goodwill.
Yeah, so today on the way home?
Dude, drop the whole car off.
No way.
Drop the whole car off at Goodwill.
Absolutely not.
Drop the whole damn, donate your car.
You're so off on this.
No, absolutely not. I am not donating this car.
Drop the whole car off at Goodwill. I'm telling you right now.
Best don't take them home.
Or how about this? Drop it off.
1877 cars for kids.
Give them the damn car.
ARS cars for kids.
Oh my God.
1877 cars for kids. Donate your car today.
Yeah, donate your crap box.
All right.
First of all, thank God this radio company does not run these ads. That's all I can say.
Anymore. I don't know.
Did they once?
I mean, cars for kids. I remember hearing this spot everywhere. First of all, I've got big plans for this car. Yeah. My Lincoln just hit 175,000 miles.
God.
It's got at least 200,000 miles
left. What, are you going to have a party for it? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Shorty Shane coming up in a bit. Shorty Shane, our little guy on the show, he's getting death threats. This is a crazy story. We'll get to all that coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. Stand by. Hey, our friends at Two College.
talking about internet stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, it's the MJ Morning Show. It's Q105. MJ and the crew here. So Fester...
Where is he?
Well, at the end of the last segment, Fester was getting a phone call, and he's like secretly talking on the phone.
Oh.
And then he walked out of here on the cell phone.
His 813-310-8444 phone?
Yeah. And I was like, what could be up? What's going on? I'm guessing Fester's probably talking to his wife. Were you just talking to your wife? Were you just talking to Allison? Is that why you left the studio and then you just disappeared for a few minutes?
Yeah.
No, leave the mic there. Shorty Shane is coming in. Leave the mic.
Right,
we have it all
lower,
set up. Leave it there.
Sorry, and I moved your headphones.
All right.
Maybe.
So was that your wife on the cell phone?
Yes.
All right. Did she say something like that MJ's an ingrate complaining about your car? Don't give him a ride home?
No.
Okay.
She's
That's
far-
what I said.
Yeah. My texts are blowing up though from people backlashing at you
Whoa, why?
Well, we explained it before.
for being a miserable, ungrateful ingrate that we're like,
Oh.
Fester, here I am begging this guy for a ride in, and
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Times are tough at the Schnitt household here. I only have one car family.
So you're saying Fester makes a good amount of
Yeah,
money
he's
from the
tell-
RV, so he should buy a car. So you're having hard times then, MJ,
yeah,
huh?
he's telling me how to allocate my money when
Tough times here at the old ranch.
Yeah,
You need to borrow a couple bananas?
All right, first of all, I didn't say I'm having tough times at the
I don't know.
ranch.
I
would you
mean-
like an equity line that I could maybe help
I-
you? I could put you in touch with a couple
I
of guys?
do not need an equity line of credit.
Are you sure?
Financially, all is well. It's just we don't need a second car just yet. Listen. I had my eyes on an M8 competition. Fields buzzed me up. I get a call from my friends at Fields. Hey, we just got an allocation for an M8 competition.
Sounds
and
lovely.
they know that I've got my eyes on an M8 competition. And I'm like, I said to Michelle, all right, Michelle, can I go ahead and can I order the car?
Michelle, can I order
Can
the
I
car?
Michelle, can I order you, please?
What?
And you give other people in this
Yeah,
room a hard
well,
time about being
well,
run around
well,
by their significant
hang on
other.
a minute. I don't really defer to Michelle on much, but I've just kind of given her this thing with the car because she's like, hey, we get to save on the insurance. We get to save on a lease payment for now. Listen, I'm going to get a car.
Yeah, but you're busting
you know,
my chops. Listen, I was looking at a car the other day, too. The 2007 Lincoln Town car. It's Pearl. It has like 68,000 miles, owned by a grandma out of Lakeland.
Yes.
So I was like, you know what? No, I don't need it just yet.
You really
All
don't.
right, hold on a sec. Hang on.
And I'll tell you, my sister, who loves you, MJ,
Yes.
she hangs on every word. She just is obsessed with you.
Right,
really
She
weird.
texts me and is like, what's wrong with him? Why does he live in that house and only has one car? She actually made a meme about it.
You know what's weird about Fester? He brought the family to the beach house, and he brought them in the Lincoln. They didn't even bring the Tesla.
All right, Michelle.
So it's safe.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you awake?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Get your ass out of bed and use the car because apparently Fester's car service isn't good enough for Mr. Hoity-Toity over
All right,
here.
now, all right, I have an issue. Fester picked me up this morning,
Yeah.
and the minute I get into the car, Fester's like, I've got bad news. I'm like, what? Well, he quickly informed me that now the air conditioning is broken on his car. We had to drive the whole way with the windows open.
It blows. It just blows hot.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
that's
that's what I
nice.
want. Yeah,
So
in
now-
Florida, I want an air conditioner that blows hot air.
So I now
You
call
don't
my
like the air
AC
conditioner anymore anyway, so that should be fine for you.
Say it again?
You don't like the air conditioner on anymore anyway.
Yes, I do, Michelle. I like to sleep at like 74 degrees. That's good. Michelle suddenly, she likes to outdo me. All the years we were married, Michelle's like, it's too cold in here. You keep it like an icebox, like 74 degrees. Now Michelle pushes it down to 73 or 72 while we're sleeping.
Nice.
And if
You know what?
if I bump it back up to 74, she yells at me.
Even my mom and the kids are like, "What is going on with him? He used to keep it like an icebox in here. Now he's like, it's cold."
I keep it at 74. I like that. All right, anyway, back to the car.
Yeah, okay,
So they're
so-
giving me crap about the car. I'm looking a gift horse in the mouth, and I'm asking Fester to pick me up. Then I'm complaining about his car's all broken and busted. And now they're giving me trouble that, they're saying that we're having financial difficulties
What
and
parallel
things are rough at the Schnitt house because we only have one car.
You
I
have
don't want a second car.
Michelle, MJ has an amazing way of twisting and distorting everything. And,
I know.
Do you
It's
see him?
amazing, isn't it?
Do you see him painting himself as the victim in all of this? Oh, they're saying times are Screw you, pal. You're at Andrew. I got bad news for you.
I am the victim here.
Yeah.
Andrew, I hope you got a nice car because you're hitching him home today.
Put him in the back of the truck, Andrew.
We've got a great vehicle. We've got one car right now. We've got a newish X5.
All
So
right.
we got a juiced up. We got a juiced up X5.
Great. So
Right?
I mean,
So, Michelle, would you explain to them that we're not having financial difficulties? That's not the reason why we don't have a second car. Will you explain, please?
no, we.
I don't need a second car, but maybe a few times a year. So,
It's
for me,
been
I'm like, well, just rent
50.
a car.
Yeah.
We'll just rent it.
By a few times a year, I've probably driven him 40 times since the morning show's been back.
You have not driven me 40 times.
years.
That is a total. Even in 2 years, we'll be celebrating our we'll be celebrating our 2-year anniversary. The MJ Morning Show will be back for 2 years, beginning on October 5th. And over those 2 years, you might have driven me, Fester. You might have driven me 15 total times.
Well,
That's a lot.
I'm glad you enjoyed this morning's ride.
It might be 10 or a dozen. It might
be 30.
Look,
No, it's not 30. I'll tell you right now.
I got bad news for you. Today's your last ride.
Oh, really?
Yeah, today's your last ride. I mean,
Good. Take a
this is what I get.
stand.
This is what I get. Is this worth it?
You can't let him push you around, dude.
Listen, I mean,
Has you ever heard him ask me for a ride anywhere for anything?
I mean, why
Because the first time he did, I said, "Hell no, dude."
I can't even get an email with prep out of you every night.
I mean, listen.
And by the way, you didn't send me an email prep last night.
Yeah. What's up with that, Fester?
Fester, why did you not send me prep last
I
night?
had no intranet last night.
You had no internet?
Nope.
He doesn't need it this time of year.
I got the email of.
What do you have, the 2004 Lincoln Town Car internet?
He doesn't feel like he
Close.
needs internet right
No,
now.
I got a text from my email provider or internet provider, and they're like, "We're having service issues in your area. We should have it back by 6 o'clock." I'm like, "No problem." 6 o'clock turned to like midnight.
Michelle.
Yeah.
I was telling the guys that I got a call from Melissa, one of the managers at Fields BMW, and she's like, MJ,
And I'm like, no.
I just got an allocation for a brand new 2023 BMW M8 competition. It's got your name all over it. And I'm like, yes,
sure
it does. It does. And I do love that car. And Michelle's like, we can still get by with one BMW for now.
Michelle, I completely relate. I got a call from Barry's Buy Here, Pay Here that the old lady around the corner died, and she picked up the 2007 Lincoln at a song, and he was going to make me a whale of a deal on it. And I was like, you know what, Barry? No dice right now.
Right.
No. 2004 is doing really well.
Michelle, can I please get a car?
No, we don't need it yet.
And Michelle, hold on.
She wouldn't even let you get an air fryer. I think she's going to get a $200,000 car.
Oh, that's right. She wouldn't let me get it. But she wouldn't let me get the air fryer because of the counter space that we have enough gadgets.
Why don't you get yourself a 92 Saturn?
Now, that's the second. That's what Michelle wants to. She wants to redo our kitchen. Because
So that's what I was trying to figure out what the yet part is, Michelle.
No,
What has
it's
to happen?
no, it's not. It's not that we need. It's not like I can't get a car because we need the money to redo the kitchen.
No, you can't get a $100 air fryer because you have to redo the kitchen.
Well,
Right,
no,
that one right there.
but we're talking about redoing the kitchen because listen, we built our home. We took occupancy in the summer of 2005. So our home we just spent 17 years now. We had the anniversary, and Michelle wants to redo the whole kitchen. We have a formal dining room. She wants to knock the dining room out and open the whole thing up and do like a multi-island gourmet kitchen. And then can I get an air fryer if we redo the kitchen?
Yes, you may have the air fryer.
All right, what about the BMW M8 competition
We'll see.
from Fields BMW?
We'll see.
When you get the kitchen done, are we going to be allowed to come inside?
Yes.
All right, Michelle, also, when it
Nice.
comes to finances, they think that you're leading me around with like your pinky up my nose. I mean,
Oh, no.
I mean,
It's the thumb.
I'm kind of just giving you the car thing, but
Ooh, giving her. Michelle, you're going to take that?
Michelle,
Giving you the car thing? Who do you
The
think?
kids know who holds the money, who holds the purse strings in this house. It's you.
it is.
Literally, he has a purse.
I mean,
I have a merce.
It's a merce. Yeah.
I have a man.
He wears it across his chest like Europeans.
I would hope
Yeah,
so. He
yeah.
brings home the bacon.
Michelle,
Literally, the bacon.
this morning was his last ride.
That's it.
So I got
Good.
news for you.
Uber.
You're going to have to wake up early.
That's fine. I told him I would Uber this morning. It was just an appointment I couldn't change around because I've been gone for a whole month.
But
so-
Michelle, understand that this has nothing to do with you because
I understand.
I think you're an absolutely wonderful person. It has to do for this dirge of a man, MJ.
Unappreciative.
I'm a dirge of a man?
Yeah, it's a lack of
First
appreciation.
of all, I don't think the word dirge really fits.
No, it's not the appropriate
I don't
word,
think
but
it's the appropriate word.
But it sounds right in the situation.
Oh, you think you convey the thought and the feeling?
Listen, this ungrateful guy?
Are you calling me an ingrate now?
I think you just did.
All right, Michelle, I got to run.
All right. Well, have fun.
Enjoy the family car on the way to your appointment this morning.
I will. Thank you very much.
Hey, Michelle, listen to the Shorty Shane segment. I told him he needs some kind of legal counsel. And
Uh-oh.
you know how I always run my legal issues by you first. So I think you need to listen to the Shorty Shane segment coming up in a second.
I will do that.
Talk to you later. My lovely wife, Michelle, live from the South Tampa home.
Fester, what did I tell you before we came back with the show? I said, one thing you shouldn't do after all these years, don't become MJ's little servant. And what happened?
Here I am, chauffeuring him around.
Well, I got to agree. The lack of appreciation is so evident. And I have to say, when I see Fester tooling down, roaring down across the bridge,
Yeah.
there's something intriguing about it. You shouldn't hate on the car. It's
It's
got
a nice
personality.
It's the nicest car with cigarette burns in it that you can imagine.
Hey, Andrew, can you quickly run down and see if Shorty Shane is here? Folks, Shorty Shane will be joining us in just a few minutes. Internet sensation, Shorty Shane. And he's a local dude. He's got a national following now. You know, he's getting death threats. There is a bizarre situation. The St. Pete police are involved. The St. Pete police have rolled out a ton of resources.
No.
They've kind of ID'd who's giving the death threats, but it's been narrowed down. It's a crazy story. Shorty Shane is getting death threats. They're threatening his 85-year-old parents as well here in St. Pete. So the Shorty Shane death threat story is on the way in just a matter of moments here on the MJ Morning Show. Oh, we also have a Fester surreptitious shower picture update. Man, we're getting in a lot of trouble around here lately.
I'm signing pictures now.
Look, hey, don't smudge the Sharpie, dude.
No.
This picture is really controversial, man.
Make sure you don't smudge the Sharpie on the photo.
Have I told you how many I sold?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what's going on here, Fester is now capitalizing on the photo that Froggy took. And I'm still getting angry people that I'm not going to listen to you anymore. I can't believe that was so rude of you to put Fester's picture up on your Instagram. How dare you do that? And it's like Fester's now selling pictures. He's selling autographed pictures. Froggy on Sunday over Labor Day weekend had Fester's family over at the Froggy family beach home over at Reddington Shores. They have an outdoor little pool shower to get the sand off your body because they're right off the beach. And Fester decides to get all the sand out of all of his folds and crevices, but he took all his clothes off. He took all of his clothes off.
Yeah.
And then, Froggy, you see Fester, and
I just popped my head out to ask him a question, then I saw that.
you're like, oh, my God. And you snapped a photo.
Yes.
And it's Fester nude. There's no frontal nudity. It's like side and rear. But Fester's butt is like the incredible shrinking butt. Honey, I shrunk the butt.
Yeah, Rick Moranis was nowhere to be found.
All right, when you say it like that, it makes it sound like I at one time had a big ass. I've always been small ass.
Yeah, but you have the off the cliff butt. It just kind of goes, and it's crazy. So we posted the photo, and then Fester, he didn't really oppose it. And now Fester took the photo from Froggy, went to CVS, had 200 prints made, 200 4x6s made, and Fester is now selling them. He started a Venmo account. Oh, by the way, how do you if you're on your phone and you're looking at the QR code, how do you take a picture of the QR code if you're on your phone looking at the QR code?
Well, it has my name on my Venmo name, so you can look up Fester MJ and it comes up.
Did you change your name? Because I didn't like the name you had yesterday. Fester MJ Morn.
Yeah.
Remember that?
So
yeah,
I'll change it. I don't care about that. Listen, plenty of people are finding me to the tune of 135.
What? You've sold
what?
Oh my God! You've sold 135 of these photos.
This one just came in.
Fester,
Levi in Illinois.
In Illinois?
Yes.
All right, Fester
You can't put them in the envelope that fast?
No, they're dry.
Okay.
Fester is selling the nude photo of himself in the shower, which, again, people are saying he looks like Gru, but worse. It's
Oh, my God. Let me do the math. 100 and how many?
It's like $1,300.
Dude, 135 times $10 bucks.
I'm trying to do it.
It's $1,350.
Look at this is this morning's take.
Oh my God! Look at the envelopes.
That's all he's been doing all day.
Get a picture of this. Look, these are all the envelopes that are going out.
That's just a piece of the lie. He's been doing it all morning.
Give me the envelopes. Let me hold these up to my camera. Oh,
do I get no take on
so
this?
This is for on MJ TV. So I'm holding this up on. I don't want to hold up too many addresses, but I want to share this. So I'm holding up. If you're watching MJ TV right now, either live or on the replay later on. Again, you can watch the whole show at mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. You just click on MJ TV, and from 6 to 10, you can watch the show streaming live in the studio, or after the show, you can watch the video on demand, whenever you want to watch the show. I'm now fanning out all of these envelopes that Fester is sending out the pictures.
All right, so more amazingly than that is where they're going.
I'm going to go through this. Amy in Lakeland, AJ in St. Louis, Nancy in Brandon, Samuel in Land O'Lakes, Megan in Baldwin, Missouri, Thundra. The dream interpreter. Thundra.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Thundra ordered one, and she's in Wisconsin.
Holy crap. All right. Alicia in Seminole, Melissa in Clyde, North Carolina, Frank in Fresno, California, Matthew in Plant City, Stacy in Clearwater, Kelly in Bradenton, Christine in Newport Richey, Brenda in Newport Richey, Michelle in Largo, Tracy in Deltona, Dylan in Land O'Lakes, Gretchen in Spring Hill, Gavin in Little Falls, New Jersey, Shannon in Lutz, Andy in Largo, Jeannie in Clearwater. Oh, my God.
And that's the third batch that I've mailed out. I've mailed out 2 already.
Oh, my God.
This morning, I got Levi in Johnson City, Illinois, Nicole in Auburndale, Wallace in Seffner, and Kelly in Winfield, Kansas.
Oh, my God. So you're telling me that there are only 65 of these left?
You're national, dude.
I mean, I have a handful left. A couple of them I had to rip up because I spelled names wrong.
Better order now.
Folks, there are only 65 of the Fester nude shower photos that he will personalize and autograph. There are only 35 left of the original 200 run.
Did we get the Sully commercial?
No, I didn't talk. I don't need him to peddle my product.
All right, so Fester,
one apiece.
There's only 35 left. So if people want to get the last 35, what do they do?
So on all of our socials right now is the QR code to my Venmo account.
Right.
Or you can just go to Venmo and type Fester-MJ. I put MJ Morons Show. But you can find me on Venmo. Or text me directly, and I'll send you the link.
What are these people going to do with these
I don't know.
things?
Right.
One person ordered it for somebody's 51st birthday.
It's a birthday gift. You nude in the shower with no ass?
The one in New Jersey, a mother ordered it for her son away at college.
There are 35 left. All right, so people can text you directly on your personal cell?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Froggy?
Oh, it's 813-310-8444.
Just ask me for the Venmo code. I'll send it to you. Then you can click it, and you can do. But here's what you have to do, people. Some people, MJ, sent me money, $10. One person ordered 2. No return address. So you have to, in the memo box, you have to put who I make it out to, anything special you want on it, and where to send it to.
You got to give directions. So if you Venmo them the $10 for the autograph picture, you've got to put your address, where it needs to be mailed, and also your name and how you want it autographed.
One of my first purchases yesterday, I think Ryan, we actually had him on the air yesterday.
Yeah.
I looked at his address. He wanted to send it to President Biden.
He wanted to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
Yes.
Amazing.
So the president's going to be getting
Are you
one.
serious?
He paid us $10.
You're sending it to the White House?
Yes, I addressed it. President Biden.
That's fantastic.
This is a big bleeping deal.
President Biden's going to write me back. Come on, man.
Come on, man. I got to put on a bunch of these aviator glasses.
The Secret Service is going to be out looking for you.
For $10, I'll send one to anybody. Anybody. I don't care.
I thought that price was a little steep, but I guess not.
What about the Pope at the Vatican?
The Pope?
If you give me the Pope's address.
Hey, is Shorty Shane here?
Hey, he's here. He's
Well, get him set up in his chair. Come on.
Fester's making him stand in the
Get
corner.
him set up. All right.
Shane, come on
All
around.
right. Before we get to Shorty Shane and a very serious story, Shorty Shane is getting death threats, and we got to blow this story wide open. This is crazy.
Now, is this going to help? Blowing the story
Listen,
wide open?
I don't think it's gonna hurt.
Okay.
All right, and listen, I want to deal with it very seriously because it is very serious. But before we move on, we had an issue with the Fester photo yesterday. All right, now you know that initially we had a problem because we had the picture of Fester naked in the shower at Froggy's pool shower. We had that on our website at mjmorningshow.com. Now, I own the domain mjmorningshow.com. I allow it to get redirected to the Beasley Q105 website and server. Now, they had a huge problem with the nude photo, the corporate folks, the corporate IT folks, the local folks. Everyone freaked the freak out and take it down. So that's when I put it up on my Instagram. And if you haven't seen it, folks, go to my Instagram. If you want to see it for free, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. See what all this hoopla is all about. The picture is up at Certified MJ Radio, and you can see Fester in the shower. And give me a follow while you're there. Certified MJ Radio. Well, the next chapter of controversy is this hysterical sales assistant here at Beasley Media Group. Her name is Jackie. She's brand new. Jackie has only been here since like June or July. She's brand new. She knows her way around computers and Photoshop and all the and whatever
she does.
the graphics programs. Because she's making all the sales presentations. She took the Fester photo and turned it into this giant tile mosaic where one portion was printed on 11 by 17 copy machine paper in full color. She put together a whole more than life-size wall mural with all of these 11 by 17s, and she taped them all together so it was like tiles, and she brought it down, and it's actually twice the size of Fester in real life, and we put it on the wall we put it on the wall in the hallway right outside the studio. And by the way, you can see Fester standing next to that. That picture is on my website or is on my Instagram as well. So if you want to see Fester standing next to the wall mural that was made, go to Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Certified MJ Radio. Here's the controversy now. It was on the wall when we... What are you laughing at, Froggy?
Just the side of it. I mean, you miss it.
Are you looking at it right now again?
Yeah.
All right.
Where's the big mural?
All right, so
Is that for sale?
I know every question you have. I know the answer.
Okay.
to.
We don't know where the damn mural is.
Okay.
So I found someone tipped me. I don't want to say who it is, but somebody texted me yesterday and said the Fester naked wall mural has caused a massive stir now in the radio station. Complaints. HR might get involved because there's a naked fat guy on the wall, and then I'm like, what is going on? So I get tipped off that there was a whole big kerfuffle in the station. It was taken off of the wall, and then I start texting folks what's going on, and then one of the managers, who I won't mention. It's 2022. Do I really need to tell you what was wrong with that photo on the wall of the radio station?
That's a good point. That's an excellent point.
That's a way to put it.
I mean, come. And then he's like, we got clients walking by. They can't see that.
This is what they buy.
I mean, this is what we do.
This is why we have clients walking by.
We create content.
And a lot of printer ink went into that.
Hold on. I mean, if Travis would have realized that the monthly stipend of printer ink
Gone.
went
Actually,
to
the quarter.
I mean, the whole quarter.
The third quarter, the ink is gone.
Q3 ink. We're out. We're out. So yesterday after the show, for some reason, I was okay. So Monday night, I got caught up watching Big Brother Australia, which is super good. But I watched it till like 1 a.m. Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
So we do yesterday's show. What was yesterday? Was yesterday Tuesday or Wednesday?
No, yesterday was
All right,
Wednesday.
so
Today's
going
Thursday.
So Tuesday night, I watched a lot of Big Brother Australia. I'm super tired yesterday. After the morning show, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to our little hole of an office and I'm going to take a nap. So
So you were here during the controversy.
Yeah. So after the show.
Oh, my God. Why didn't you tell me this?
Because I didn't know it was this big a deal. Listen, management barely even knows my name. They don't even know my real first name. They don't even know that. They don't know. I just walk around
What's my name? Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay.
They don't know your name's Francis?
They don't have no idea. Listen, management calls me around here for nothing. Nothing. So I'm in the office cutting Z's.
Did they call you to take it down?
No.
What?
And then I hear the door jingling, like somebody's trying to get into our locked office. And I know that I'm one of the few people that have a key. The only other person that has a key is Ted. And Ted opens the office and has Andrew with him.
Oh, no.
And Andrew has this poster still taped together.
Andrew, you were part of this? You didn't tell me about this big flap here at the radio station?
Hubbubaloo?
Why didn't you tell me this?
I didn't think it was
So-
big to do.
Hold on. Did management like Ted and Travis and Steve Triplett, did they instruct you to take down the nude Fester wall mural?
I didn't see Triplet, but Ted and Travis were both around for that.
What did they say? What exactly did they say? They said, please take this down?
There wasn't a big yelling or big to do. We needed to take it down.
Did Ted say,
Well,
Yeah, it was more like that.
That's all he said.
all right, so
Don't you have this on video because you have Ring doorbells in the?
I didn't pay the subscription. So listen. So I'm in the office cutting these. The anger or the intensity of this situation doesn't make its way to me or Andrew. We are just like the worker bees around here as far as this situation goes.
Oh, my God.
So Andrew has it draped over him like a bed sheet, still taped together.
Why didn't you roll it up or something?
And
then you throw it into the morning show office?
so Ted, he thinks his morning show office is empty.
Unoccupied. Meanwhile, you're
I'm not-
slumbering like a manatee at the Tico plant.
Well, I hear the keys fidgeting in the door. So I get up and I'm kind of sitting behind the desk with my eyes at the door, waiting to see who comes in. And Ted kind of kicks it open like police busting style, like police crack house. Kicks the door open.
Break it in.
And
like an episode of Cops or something?
Get the battering ram.
so
All right.
I was ready for that because I'm awake looking at the door. Ted wasn't ready to see me standing behind the desk.
And then he's going, ah!
He's like, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were in here. I was like, it's okay. I mean, I had my pants on. Everything was fine.
Well, we've seen you without, so it doesn't matter.
Amen to that, sister. So, and then Andrew drops the banner, which is still intact, in the office right now, all taped together.
You ought to sell that.
I should.
All right, now here's what someone had I had great ideas come in. So that's the latest controversy is now we're in trouble for putting Fester's nude double life size on the wall. Folks, if you want to see Fester standing next to the wall mural that we're talking about, it's on my Instagram. We can't put it on the website. We can't put it on mjmorningshow.com. It is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Take a look. And then the original picture of Fester nude in the shower at Froggy's Pool House. That is all at Certified MJ Radio on my Instagram. And give me a follow because I'm about to crack 10,000. Yes, Andrew.
Is it time for a new MJ Morning Show billboard?
Well, guess what? It's funny you brought this up. I got... Hold on.
Oh, man.
Right, Andrew, good thinking there, pal.
Now that would be a head turner.
This is great. One of the listeners that commented on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio said, this is your new billboard campaign. The MJ Morning Show is back, and it's Fester's back. The MJ Morning Show is back.
That's perfect.
All right.
You got to put the logo over the
couple
butt
of
crack,
things.
though.
One, I don't know if the coloring's right. I mean, I'm kind of a tan guy against a tan wall. I don't know if it would show up on a
Well,
billboard.
you could do some imaging and switch the color of the wall.
Oh, they cut you out in Photoshop.
Do you think Clear Channel or Out Front, do you think they would put that billboard up?
Oh, they'll do anything for money.
I don't know.
MJ, would
But wait a minute. Then there's another suggestion.
yes.
Have it printed on a giant banner and fly it over the Bucks game.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
Fly it around some of the Bucks home games.
won't be able to tell what it is.
MJ Morning Show is back, and it's Fester's giant nude body.
It's hard. It would be hard to. You're like, what am I looking at right now?
I need one of the banner plane companies to get a hold of me.
What if we? Oh my, MJ, what if we flew over the Bucks game and then dropped little parachutes, and in each one was like a little business card with just a picture of my back?
You can't do that.
You probably can't do that.
You can't drop things. And also, you can't fly right over. You got to fly. They keep airplanes at a certain distance away from the actual stadium.
Okay.
From Ray J. But if there are any banner plane companies, seriously, if there are any banner plane companies that are listening, I need you to get a hold of me. Either call us at 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047, or email me, mj@mjmorningshow.com, and let me know logistically, can we make a giant banner of the Fester nude photo in the shower and be able to drag that through the air? Is it possible? That's what I need to know. So, and then what is the caller for, Andrew? Why do I need to take line 6?
He wants a little help getting one of the images.
Oh, Fester, they sold out yet?
No, listen, I can always print more. First of all, I'll never be sold out.
All right.
But I have like 50 left of the original
Hey,
run.
Les, you're on the MJ Morning Show. We got to hurry here because I got to go to Shorty Shane. We got a big Shorty Shane death threat problem we'll get to here in just 1 minute. Les, go ahead. What's your question?
Oh, I didn't know I was going to be on, MJ, but I was trying to figure out how I can get that picture, and I went to Cash App, and I was trying to type in Uncle Fester and Dominique and everything, and I need to have it so when my wife gets mad at me, I can just show it to her and say, you see what you could have had?
Oh, nice.
Les, I'll tell you right now, You're not alone. I had 3 people ask me to write on their picture something to their wife like, at least I don't look this bad, or be happy with what you have.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so Les, listen, if you text me directly, and you probably know the number.
813-310-8444. Let's text them.
That's Fester's private cell number, 813-310-8444.
I will send you the Venmo link. I'm not on Cash App. It's a Venmo thing.
8444.
813-310-8444. That's Fester's personal cell number.
Thanks, Les.
Okay, yeah, because I used to have it before when I tried to get him to buy that engagement ring for our church. They were selling a $10,000 engagement ring for $4,000.
Yeah, I think we're out on that.
Years ago.
I don't remember that, but hey, Les, thanks for listening. Have a
Text
good
him,
one.
Les.
Thanks, Les. Yeah, forget trying to peddle jewelry for your church and buy your wife naked pictures of me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to get into something very, very serious here. We welcome back to the MJ Morning Show microphones. I mean, he's a character on the show. We've turned him into a character.
He's a friend of the show.
You know, if this was Saturday Night Live, we're like the regular
Cast.
reportory play, whatever it is. So we're like the regular cast members, and then you have like the featured. Featuring Dave the Dwarf and Shorty Shane and Legally Blind Mike. Yeah, that's funny. So Shorty Shane's one of the featured players.
Shorty Shane's the best.
Now, Shorty Shane, who has made a big name for himself, and he does the tons of funny videos, and you even hooked up with Ed Bassmaster, right?
Yeah.
And you do a whole bunch of like little guy kind of videos. All right, all kidding aside. Man, I can't even see him. This is the worst.
Before it starts, I brought donuts.
Yeah, can you move this screen.
Donuts are for everybody, but Fester grabbed them.
All right, I can
thought that
see.
was a cup of something.
I'm literally moving monitors all over the place so I can see my cast, my staff here. All right, so Shorty Shane. All kidding aside,
don't say that yet.
All right, guys, don't eat donuts.
No, I brought them donuts. I brought everybody donuts for everybody.
Oh, I know, but let's talk about your death threats before we eat donuts,
but
all right?
Fester hijacked them, just so you know.
Fester stuffed them in his gizzard.
All right, do we have Shorty Shane on video?
Yeah, he and I are sharing the camera here.
Okay.
What kind of camera? What kind of donuts do you think Shorty Shane brings?
Little munchkins. All right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, Shorty Shane. All kidding aside.
Yeah, all kidding aside.
All right, we got to tell the story concisely. We can't because you were on the phone with me for like 38 minutes telling the story. I looked at the time. How long I was on the phone with you for 38 minutes.
Yep.
All right, in just a few minutes, you're getting death threats. The St. Petersburg police are involved. Who wants to threaten a little guy?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on?
exactly that.
All right, let's talk about when did this start?
This started back in early to mid January.
All right, let me share some of the death threats. So Shorty Shane shares with me yesterday screenshots of some of the listen to this. Bitch, turn your light off or watch your family die. Bleeping, turn your light off or I'll shoot through your shorty window. It's almost like they're looking at you. They're watching you.
They were.
Now, is the light on while you're getting these messages?
So then apparently
Yes.
they're watching Shorty Shane's house. All right, now here's another one. Snitches get stitches, dumb bleep. Spray painting yo cars tonight. 2 snitching hoe. Taking Uber. So they know you're an Uber driver too, right?
I think they meant that they were going to take an Uber.
Oh, okay. So they don't know you're an Uber. Well, maybe they do now.
Maybe, I don't know.
What if they took an Uber to shoot your house and you were their driver?
Spray painting the house and cars on God. I'll beat yo husband ass too. Old bleeping snitches.
Do you have a husband?
I'll break yo windows. And no, that's directed towards his parents.
What?
Those texts that you're reading right now were all to my mom's phone.
Oh, these are to his.
Oh my God.
These are to
How
his,
they got her number, I don't know.
They got a hold of Shorty Shane's number. They're texting him nasty messages, and they're texting Shorty Shane's mother, who's like 80 what?
My dad's 84. My mom's 67. I think.
Okay. So your dad's 84. Your mom is 67. All right.
I think. Mom, don't hold it against me. Bad at me.
I mean, this is then here. Let me read some more. I'll beat yo husband ass too. I'll break yo windows and spray paint dumb bleeps. My sad don't give a single bleep. Or my dad, they corrected it. And I mean, so you get a hold of the St. Pete Police, and they've actually expended quite a bit of investigative time here, right?
Yeah, like I said, it's been going on since January, so we've been working together. Been super nice. They've been nice.
All right, so the St. Pete Police, they've assigned a detective to your case, and they know the gang of kids. That's right, a gang of kids, and they're between what, like 14 and 16?
Yeah, 13, 16.
13 to 16.
Is that middle school age or high school age?
Yes,
It's high school age. 16
It's
high
both.
school.
So you think you know who they are, and you initially were nice to these kids, and then they turned on you?
Yeah.
What happened?
Initially, they came knocking on my door because I think my car window. But that doesn't matter.
Oh, because you have the Shorty Shane stuff on your car window.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
All right, so
I'm
they
allowed to
come
do that.
knocking on your door, and you were friendly to them. You took pictures with them, right?
Did a TikTok. That's what they wanted. That's
They
where
wanted to do a TikTok
That's where they know me from.
Chinese spy video. Okay.
And how long ago did this happen?
January.
In
Yeah,
January.
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 So they came over, watch your stuff, etc. Cool, thank you so much. Being super nice, hung out with them outside for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, talked. Me and my mom. My mom took the stupid little TikTok.
Did she bake them cookies?
No.
Okay.
That's what they came back for. They
Right.
weren't cookies.
Yeah.
So they kept coming back and bringing more and more people
All right, so here's the deal.
to meet me.
Shorty Shane was nice, but then they started coming back, you said, every day, right? And they'd bring more people every day. And how many times did they show up at your house with more people where you finally said, hey, guys, I can't have you come here every day? How many times had they already showed up?
3 or 4.
All right, and you finally said, hey, you can't show up here every day.
Yeah.
And then they turned on you.
banging on the door.
And
yeah,
that-
so then a couple days went by and I'm getting these weird numbers spamming my phone. I'm like, no, I'm not replying, but I didn't know at first. I'm like, who's this? Right? Naturally. No reply. And then they started going to my mom's phone, which you read.
Yep.
And then my dad's phone.
Oh, they got your dad's number too?
I have no idea how they got
Your
this.
dad
I
is
don't know.
84 years old?
They must have an IT best friend somewhere.
Oh.
So they have all of your cell numbers. I
Yeah.
mean, we haven't given your number out like Fester's number.
Shoot.
813-310-8444 in case anybody's wondering.
I got 86 texts in the last 3.5 minutes.
All right, so Shorty Shane, the St. Pete Police, they know the group, but they can't narrow down the phone number because they're using a non-traceable SIM, or what are they doing? What do they tell you?
Yeah, it's basically Text Now, which is like a free app.
Right.
Or something related. And you use email addresses to generate numbers and use your area code.
And
so
when they
appear.
trace the number, it doesn't come back to a specific account with a cell company.
Right, it comes back to like a floating VPN that's generated through the app.
Jeez, probably in Sweden or something.
Probably.
Wow. All right. So that's where things stand. So didn't the St. Pete police even like park like a bunch of cruisers outside your house for like half a day?
Yeah, so after January, we've been working one-on-one, being nice, not replying, ignoring them. And the detective was doing his job, super good job. And a week ago, he came back and he was like, I'm kind of at a dead end because the phone company won't cooperate. It's on their
Yeah, because you have to subpoena the phone company.
Yeah, he did all that.
But even then, they might choose to cooperate or not. And we might not get any information because of whatever VPN they're using or whatever spoofing or whatever cell phone number is being generated. All right. So, but the police, the St. Pete police and the detective did meet with some of the kids and the families, right?
Yeah, so from January until, I don't know, a couple months ago, he said he went there, talked to them. They're all minors, so he can't share like super details about it, but he found the parents. He knows who they are. I know where the one kid's dad lives, too. That's one of the culprits that we know. But that's besides the fact. So we talked to the parents, things like that. Kind of has to go through them, yell at them. And since the phone companies won't subpoena the records, they don't want to or whatever.
All right, so where does it stand now? What was the last time?
Dead end a week ago. Like, he has to chill and kind of put it aside and move on.
All right, so when was the last time you got death threats or nasty messages, either your phone or your parents' cell phone?
Started back up 3 nights ago.
All right, so it went off for a while? They stopped for how long?
For solid 2.5, 3 months.
Oh, so it stopped and then it started back up 3 days ago.
And then that's when I called back to the police and talked to, very nice supervisors.
Is that the one you
higher
sent?
up.
Is that the one you sent me where it says they're going to shoot through your window?
That's the start of it in January. I only sent you like 4 screenshots.
Okay,
I have
you.
about 30.
All right, gotcha. Unbelievable.
35 maybe.
All right. Wow.
So they came back and they sat out by my house for about 4 or 5 hours because the other night they said they're on their way. They're in my bush, stuff like that.
In your bush.
And
I think typically you'd be.
I don't know
in the
because
bush.
I was on the porch. I was chilling on the porch drinking iced tea. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
all right, where? And they
are you
said,
on the porch sipping some like country time lemonade on a rocking
just
chair?
hanging out, just waiting, just waiting to hang out.
Yeah.
And they said get off the porch. So they're somewhere.
Oh, so they're watching you, and so you're on the porch sipping lemonade, and was it a tall glass or a short glass? I'm
Iced
kidding.
tea.
All right. So you're sipping
I
iced
don't
tea.
like lemonade.
All right. So you're sipping iced tea, and you get a text that says "Get off the porch."
Yeah.
Oh man, they're watching you from.
And then
somewhere.
they know, like when my car pulls back up, they'll talk about it.
Is this your neighbor?
I don't know.
It sounds
no,
like
it's
pretty
not my
close.
neighbor.
I mean,
No,
How many kids is it? If you had to like put a number on how many people are involved in
How many
this?
kids are in the clique that you think could be suspects?
3 are known, factual.
Yep.
3 causing it. But now I think it's a whole clique of like 5.
I think the St. Pete police they need to round these kids up and throw them into juvie.
Well, here's MJ. If they know who the kids are and the kids are making threats involving weapons and death, aren't we supposed to be on high alert for kids making really, really aggressive threats?
Well, listen, could they be the next
Yeah.
school shooters?
I mean-
That's
That's what I'm
seriously,
saying, yeah.
really.
Good point.
But anyway, the St. Pete police, they've really gone to work for Shorty Shane here, but they're at a little bit of a dead end with total identification, and none of the kids are confessing. So, you know what? I might follow up with the PIO at the St. Pete Police Department, or get a hold of the new police chief down at the St. Pete Police Department, and maybe we can get an extra set of eyes. But they've done a really nice job,
They have.
and they've spent hours on your case so far. So thank you to the St. Pete Police Department.
And what about getting a restraining order?
Yeah.
There has to be proof before I do
Right.
all that.
Yeah,
That's what
you
they're
got to
waiting for.
you got to know who they are, and they just know the group.
You can get an
right.
injunction.
You need the proof from who the phones belong
Yeah.
to.
And there's like an injunction, I think it's called.
Junction.
Yeah.
What's your
It's
function?
a piece of junk. It
Yeah.
doesn't even work. Piece of junk. And you can't even get that without proving.
Oh, boy. All right, anyway, listen, I feel bad for you, and I just hope these kids
Yeah.
knock it off, because I don't need Shorty Shane getting death threats.
No, it's stressful. I mean, it's my parents, so They're older.
Yeah, you're upset.
We
that
all help each other out.
You don't want your dad to have like a heart attack or something.
Yeah, that's not gonna be good. But you know, they don't. My dad's retired. My mom works part time as a crossing guard, but we're all just where they go to school.
Hold on. So
they know your mom is their crossing guard.
Wait a second.
Oh yeah, that's even worse. Yeah.
That's a twist.
Your mom is a. Oh my God! This just took a big old turn. Wait a minute. All right. So wrong sound effect. Hang on a minute.
It worked. It worked.
Hang on. There we go. The big twist. Your mom is a crossing guard at the school where you think these kids go?
Yeah.
Did they have maybe a run-in on the street or something that they're mad about?
No, in the early stages, the cop I was working with, one-on-one detective, told them to don't even do anything like that. So they haven't. They never did. They never gave her a hard time.
Here's the problem. If something isn't done, punitive to these kids to teach them that they can't do that to you, they're going to find somebody else to do it to next. Like once they, hopefully they'll stop this, but then they're going to keep doing it.
They get emboldened.
See, they got wind that they got wind or something that maybe they got away with it. Now here they go again.
Oh, jeez. All right. Shorty Shane, you can hang with us. Can you hang with us for the rest of the show?
We love it when you're here.
I mean, what's the resolution here? I mean, how do we help? Do we have MJ Morning Show tip line? I don't know. How do we help? I don't understand. Other than sharing the story.
Maybe we offer like a $50,000 Crime Stoppers.
I usually vacuum my car out every day or every couple of days when I ride people around.
Yep.
Do that now. I got to look over my shoulder every time I do a swipe.
Yeah, I don't want Shorty Shane getting popped, by some like gang of thugs.
How can police agencies bust like criminal enterprises, but they can't apprehend a bunch of middle schoolers on
Well, because again, they've identified them, but they can't, I guess, pinpoint which kids are actually doing it in the clique, in the group, is what it comes down to.
What about the?
I'll tell you what, Fester. Why don't you?
What if you put the mural?
I hire you for security, Fester.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you identify now as Shorty Shane's business representative, and you meet with the St. Pete Police Department? How about that? You just bought
Here's
yourself.
what happens, Shorty Shane. You find these people's parents and you smack them in the knee with a pipe.
Exactly.
I mean, listen. Hey, mind your kid. Bam.
Put the mural of you naked on your front door. They'll scare everybody away.
Get me their addresses. I'll send them pictures of me naked.
All right, now, moving along here, a couple of things. I got to lighten around a bunch. Oh, you want to hear something funny? Well, it's not funny.
Oh, well, then we definitely want to hear it.
It's still in my pocket here. Look at this. I put it back in.
Do
you remember I found this Visa upgrade Bitcoin rewards Visa card in my rental car last weekend up in Westchester County?
Right.
You still have that thing?
Yeah, I do. I put it in it's in my wallet.
It's illegal.
No, I'm not using it, although I really wanted to see if it still was active.
You should try.
I'm not going to try. So I found this. You're not going to believe this. I found this credit card in the rental car, and it belongs to a Joseph Langer. Right. All the numbers are on here. The expiration date is 1 of 26. The special code, the security code is, and I don't know if the card's on or off, but it's an upgrade Visa Bitcoins reward card. Found it in the rental car. I handed the rental car off to Michelle because they dropped me off at the airport on Monday afternoon. I flew back on Labor Day, and of course I was on the air back with you guys on Tuesday, and I handed the vehicle off to Michelle because we picked up Michelle on Monday at Newark because she flew in from Scotland. And then Michelle was continuing on to take Julian to school on Tuesday morning up in Connecticut. You're not going to believe this. So I found this credit card in the vehicle. What do you think happened next, guys?
It got shut off?
Fester, Roxanne, Froggy, Shane, anyone.
I've lost credit cards before.
What do you think happened next?
I deactivate them.
No.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention, honestly. I'm selling pictures for
what do can you put the phone down now?
I'm selling them some pictures
We're
on
doing
TikTok.
business. We're doing business.
Yeah.
Fester, put the phone down and pay attention to the show.
I'm paying attention, but I have some breaking news.
Oh, jeez. Can I
God,
get my...
what is going on?
I'll wait till after. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Michelle left her credit card in the same rental vehicle.
Oh, no.
So I found a credit card. I took it. I'm trying to find the owner. Michelle left her American Express card. She had to fill up with gas, obviously, before she took the car back.
Oh, no.
And now Michelle couldn't find her Amex card, and she's like, I think it fell between the seat of the rental car. It's exactly where I found this, between the seats of the rental car.
Is that a flaw in the car?
No, you just don't drop. Well, yeah, it's a flaw in the car.
Because John Langer paying it forward.
Yeah, unbelievable. So, I had to call American Express yesterday, and on Tuesday, I guess, cancel her card, and they got to ship a new one to her.
Now,
unbelievable.
They don't have an app for that?
Well, I'm sure you can use the app. I've got the American Express app. I pay my bills on the app. I'm sure you can request a new card, but I just called them up. It's very easy. All right, so Roxanne, what is your breaking news?
This is from across the pond from Buckingham Palace. Queen Elizabeth's health is causing concern for her doctors. Following further evaluation this morning, the Queen's doctors are concerned for Her Majesty's health and have recommended she remain under medical supervision.
Oh, no.
I don't feel good.
Hold on.
This is a breaking news alert.
Am I in a parallel?
From Bush House, this is the BBC with breaking news. We had this conversation because, Chloe, my daughter Chloe is in the United Kingdom right now. Chloe is going to be in Scotland for a year. And isn't the Queen at the Scottish? I think Queen is in Scotland at the residence in Scotland.
Yes.
Who cares? Who cares about anything involving the Queen? When Roxanne said I have breaking news, I thought the old bag was dead. She
can't call her an old bag.
Doctors are concerned. She's 100.
Fester,
Doctors
Fester.
are concerned.
Her Majesty.
My daughter is in the United Kingdom. Don't call her an old bag.
This lady's
Your daughter's not the
incredible.
old
They'll detain my daughter at Waterboarder.
Listen,
Is the Queen like the vice president?
listen.
Get Chloe Schnitz in here. Behead her.
Listen. Off with the head, Chloe.
I don't feel good, Charles,
But
please.
it's kind of interesting because Michelle and I just had the conversation last night because the Queen's health is deteriorating. And most likely, Chloe's going to be there when she croaks.
Oh, yay.
Esther, have you not seen the King's speech? Queen Elizabeth is an incredible woman.
She's an incredible woman who has had a fascinating life, who cares that she's old?
Listen.
Doctors are concerned
That was the King's speech.
Doctors
Yeah.
are concerned about her health.
She is beloved and she has a lovely clutch.
Yes, that's right.
Fantastic. What kind of dog? What's that? Yorkies? Is that what she likes?
Charles, give me your giant ears. I need to whisper my last
No,
words
it's
to
the royal Shih Tzus.
The corgis.
Corgis.
That's a corgi.
Corgi. I forgot about your Yorkies. Corgis. Who cares? Roxanne's like, I have breaking news. I thought the Queen was dead.
Listen, not only am I seeing this all over the online news sources, but texters are telling me it's important to people.
I'll tell you what. You know what? They're preparing everybody. It's almost like they're easing into. She might already be dead. They're just trying to,
Yes, the Queen has died 20 minutes ago. Let's issue a report that the doctors are concerned.
All right, knock it off.
Yes.
All right, all right,
She's
stop.
96 years old.
She's 96 and the doctors are worried.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Her husband was it Prince Philip?
Yeah,
Yes.
he died since we've been working.
He made it to 99. He couldn't even hang on a couple of weeks to make it to 100.
Right.
Hello.
He looked like the crypt keeper.
Yes.
All right, we guys stop.
He's basically a walking zombie.
Now the only boy I have in my life is Prince Albert.
Just in a can. All right, stop it. Stop.
Isn't that a...
Please get me some spotted dick before I
guys,
die.
All I want is a big, warm
that's-
bowl of spotted dick.
That's monkeypox on there.
Oh, damn it. Oh, no.
That's
You gave me the wrong dessert.
spotted dick is that's
don't feel
monkeypox
good.
on the appendage.
This tastes like spotted monkey.
All right, guys.
Charles, please.
Roxanne has more breaking news about the royalty. The Queen.
Fester, stop.
Yes.
Stop it.
Hey, MJ, I have breaking news.
Yeah, that's do my
Princess
voice.
Diana.
I'm moving along. We're moving along.
She hasn't had any comments lately about
Shut
the
up.
Queen.
All right.
It's breaking news.
Listen to this. There's a new study out that men are more likely to take financial risks and gamble after getting good news from a fortune teller.
Yeah, I could see you doing something like that.
Are you crazy? Do you think I'm going to go to a fortune teller? Now, in Manhattan, and we spent time in Manhattan, they've got these fortune tellers.
They're everywhere.
They're all over the place. You look up and some kind of walk up. or that has like a storefront. There's like a neon sign
With
for
like a hand on
like
it or
for a clairvoyant or as
Madam Ruby.
Or Froggy, you don't call it a clairvoyant. You call it a what?
It's a clamvoyant.
He calls it a clamvoyant.
That's a different service.
So the fortune tellers are all over the place. I have no desire. I'm not going to get wambookied. I'm not into that stuff. I'm not going to a fortune teller. I'm not having them flip over tarot cards or look into their crystal ball or whatever.
MJ, I got a true story. There is a guy I know that he went to go see a fortune teller because he lost like this prized possession.
Yeah.
And it was like this really nice bike.
What? You laughed.
It was a nice bicycle. And he went to
He went to a fortune teller.
Stop laughing and tell the story.
And he went to a fortune teller.
Dude, it's Pee-wee. You're telling me.
Whoa.
That's Pee-wee's. That's Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, yes.
And
Your
then
bike-
she told him it was in the
Alamo.
The basement of
The basement.
the basement of the Alamo.
No, it's a true story.
Tell him Large Marge sent you.
He went to Texas and he went to the Alamo and he asked the lady if there was a basement and she laughed right in his face. She said, "There's no basement in the Alamo."
Daddy, I'm here in Texas.
I couldn't get through it.
Let me talk to Spec.
Guys.
Does anybody want donuts before Fester downs them?
Yeah, Fester is eating every single
Does
donut.
anybody want these munchkins after I've fingered every one of them? They're in a box.
All right, listen, I want to talk about the
Even
fortune
worse.
tellers. All right. Who goes to fortune tellers?
Yeah. Listen, in New York, they're so aggressive.
They
and
are.
there's a lot of dirty business ones up there,
Well,
too, it seems.
but you have the ones that say that you're cursed and you got to give
Yes.
them money to take the curse off.
They'll
and
follow you to an ATM. They'll be like, I know where an ATM is. Come with me. We need to get this curse off.
it
you.
sounds like you've had
$500.
some firsthand experience.
For real. I mean, I didn't do it, but I've
wait a
been-
minute. You went to a fortune teller in Manhattan?
No, I didn't. It was one of those things. It's like walking by and they start reading your fortune, telling you good stuff, like as you're walking by.
And then they said, you've got a bad mojo going on.
Yeah, just come with me to this bank over here.
Excuse me, ma'am. You're going to die in an hour if you don't come see me.
No.
What?
Oh, your fortune is you'll be a big broadcast star, except you'll have to work with Fester and Froggy.
I want to go to phones on this. Has anybody listening, do you go to a fortune teller? Listen, I'm not going to judge you.
It sounds like you are.
But the story is that men are more likely to take financial risks and gamble if they get good news from a fortune teller. According to 3 experiments which were set up, they were doing research on superstition. Even among men who claim to be non-believers, and men are more susceptible to act on what a fortune teller says when it comes to finances. I'm not going to dwell on this thing here, but I'm just curious. Do we have listeners that actually go to fortune tellers? Do we have I'm sure there are fortune tellers locally. Oh, there was one on Southdale Mabry like years ago.
It said psychic or something on the sign. I remember that. Yeah.
There was like a psychic on Southdale Mabry, and it was like just south of like the Long John Silvers. You know what I'm talking about? And it's not there anymore. But I'd love to take calls on this. 800-990-1047. Do you go to a fortune teller? Have you been to a fortune teller? Have you ever had a fortune teller give you a fortune and then try to, tell you that they need money to get a curse removed? Or was there any type of a potential attempt at a financial racket? Or have you gone to a fortune teller and you believe it? Or have you gone to a fortune teller maybe for just amusement purposes and you're like, this is the biggest load of crap? I just want to know if any of our listeners go to fortune tellers.
I like the Chinese fortune cookie ones.
Whatever.
Yeah, I was.
If those were true, that'd be great.
I've never been to a fortune teller, but I've gotten that cookie after my chicken and broccoli and my mushu pork.
Yeah, at P.F. Chang's.
Yeah, and I read a fortune. I don't know if we're going to get calls on this. This might be a tough ask.
Especially if we make fun of people for doing it.
But isn't a fortune teller like a meteorologist? You don't need to know what you're talking about.
There's
If it
no
just
accountability
happens,
in the
it
biz.
happens.
I just said, Roxanne, that I'm not going to judge you. People that listen, that go to fortune tellers, or if you've ever been to one, or if you have any kind of fortune telling story, or let me extend this. Maybe you know somebody, maybe a family member or a friend that got wambookied by a fortune teller, or you heard stories. That's another angle which we might be able to generate calls on. 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones. 800-990-1047. 1047. I want to go to the fortune teller lines here and see if we get any response.
I almost feel like people are going to have to go back a generation or two. You know, like it sounds like something like my grandmother would have done. She went to the psychic, and it told her that bad things were in this.
Yeah, was there like a fortune teller in what is that thing I like on Amazon?
So
the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, right?
Yeah.
Her mother went to a fortune teller.
That's right. Marvel, is that the name of the show?
The marvelous Miss Maisel,
Maisel, right?
Maisel, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And the phones are all ringing here. Let me put some of these on hold. So if you're calling in, I just put some of the calls on hold while Andrew is
I just
streaming.
saw an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where Cheryl went to the psychic.
I don't believe it. I went one time.
She outed Larry about going to the massage parlor.
They told me I'd be tall.
What was that? What was that, Shorty?
I went once. They said you'll be tall, and I never went back.
That's right. You asked for your money back.
All right. Let me go to, how about Nancy? Let me grab, what line? I've got two Nancys. Nancy's on 6. Let me grab Nancy and Brandon. Hey, Nancy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
We're doing well, Nancy. You want to jump in on the fortune teller call question here?
Yeah, so one time when I was living in New York, I had gone to a fortune teller psychic, and she had told me that I had some sort of curse on me.
There you go.
So then she needed, in order to lift this curse, she gave me like this ridiculous list of things. She needed a specific color comforter, hot chocolate, a certain. She gave me like.
Wait a minute. You needed to get the curse off. You had to get a specific color comforter and hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate, coffee, and it was like she was giving me a grocery list, and I was like, I think this is a little.
Maybe she thought you were working for Instacart or something.
Right.
It's the Instacart order. All right, so what happened? Did she try to ask you for money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, and when did it develop into her asking you for money?
First it developed into money, and then I said, oh, well, I don't know, that seems like a lot of money for to lift some sort of curse. And then she's like, okay, well, we can do things in a different way. So she wanted a comforter, and I remember the hot chocolate. And
wait a minute. She wanted you to buy the stuff for her?
Yes, I had to bring it to her so she can do this whatever.
It was like her Amazon wish list.
Yep.
Oh my God! All right, so you didn't bring her a comforter and hot chocolate, did you?
No, I left at that point.
How much did you initially spend for the reading?
I think it was about $100.
Oh, jeez. All right, so Nancy, you're done with fortune tellers and psychics, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Nancy. Let's grab Trey and Brandon. Hey, Trey, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. So I've actually had 2 run-ins. One time I did pay for a fortune teller down in Key West. She was okay, but I ran into somebody in Paso Robles Beach maybe about 8 months ago, and I've actually seen her like multiple times. She's this woman with all these tattoos on her, like all the way across her body, and she's you just kind of notice her when she walks by, and I go down every weekend. And this one day, I'm just getting into my Jeep, and I hear somebody yell out to me, and she's actually driving around her Jeep. And I come over there, and she asks me about a tattoo. I've got a snake tattoo all the way down my back. And she says, hey, I like your tattoo. Where'd you get it? And I come over, and I lean in her vehicle, and I'm talking to her, and she says, she looks like she's having a stroke, honestly. Like, she starts shaking and stuff.
Right.
And she goes, are you a Libra? And I'm like, whoa, yeah, like I am a Libra. It kind of caught me just off guard. And then
she had a 1 in 12 chance.
I'm sorry, I have to jump in here. Well, did she look at the back? Did you say that she saw the back of your license plate? Because if it was a 10, she could probably make that. She's got a 50-50 chance.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah. See, the fortune. They look for all kinds of tells. They look for all kinds of clues.
She could see your car registration was October.
That is a good point.
Yeah. That's clever. You're smart. So I didn't even think.
Wow, that's like a confidence game. Right. That's like a con man. Yeah, I go.
Roxanne knows one psychic scam. I wouldn't go throwing around the word smart. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think my street cred and my legit cred
Roxanne,
speaks for itself.
That's actually a legitimate observation.
All right, Trey, go ahead, Trey.
She never asked me for any kind of money or anything like that, but she kind of went into it, and then she asked me like a couple more questions, and she's pretty spot on, and she was like, "You're like this," and I'm like, "Okay," and then she just said one thing, and she was like, "Hey, you're one of those people that whatever you dream up, whatever you think about, like you're gonna get that thing in life. So you just need to like think really deeply about what you want out of life because you're one of those few people that's really gonna get it." And then she drove off, and it was just one of those really odd
Wow,
what a
things,
gypsy.
you know?
That's kind of interesting.
Right. Yeah, I still don't know what to think about it.
Yeah, Trey, thanks for the call. Let me grab Bill in Spring Hill. Bill, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Bill, you had a fortune teller run-in?
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, sort of. Well, I worked for the city of Tampa back in the 80s, and I employed a lot of Jamaican people, and the island people are very superstitious. Well, I had one point me to this lady. I don't know if she's still there on
Yeah, it was Miss Cleo.
No, that was another one. That was the online one. This lady has a place over in Hillsborough Avenue.
All right, so what happened? Tell me what happened.
But anyways, he told me to go over there and talk to this lady, and I went and I paid her some money, and she told me all kind of stuff. Some of it was heads on. Of course, they ask you a bunch of questions like Miss Cleo.
Yeah, they go fishing a little bit, you know.
Yeah, and it told me all kinds of stuff, and some of it came true. Of course, you know, he just probably read what I was telling her, you know.
Yeah, you probably gave her a bunch of clues or something. Hey, Bill, thanks for the call. All right, a few more, and I got to move on here. Scott is in Riverview. Scott, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, morning. I'm just thinking somebody from the morning show ought to go into a psychic, and while you're sitting down, go, wait, I'm getting an image. If you don't give me all the money that you've taken from people, Fester's going to sit on you.
Scott.
That was good, Scott. That's really funny.
Hey, let's do a video there, Fester. The next skit.
Hey, give us a quack for that one.
Scott.
That was really good.
Maybe in your circle of friends, you're the funny one.
This guy, were you kidding me? That was hilarious.
Scott, I love you, Scott.
Yeah, there it is. Tell that Fester sit on. You know what? Let me explain. It's because you're fat.
It's 8:30.
Time to toe.
Yeah. Just stand up and throw the table. If you don't give everybody back their money, I'll have this large man walk in and sit on you.
All right, we have to shift gears here for just a second.
Scott waited on hold for 8 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, hey, tell the other calls thank you very much. Yeah. I'm moving on. Just tell everyone thank you for phoning in.
Blame Scott.
Yeah. Roxanne, do you have any thoughts on the 19-year-old woman that gave birth to twins by two different fathers that she had sex with in the same day?
Yeah, I sent that to you. I sent that story to you, so of course I have thoughts on it.
Well, you sent it, but I had seen it already
you saw
as
it
well.
last week?
No. We saw it yesterday.
Who sent it is irrelevant. Yeah. What do you think about it?
What do you think about the story about a woman, 19 years of age, gave birth to twins, and she had each kid had a different father because she had sex with both of them on the same day. It's like, oh my God.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, it is possible.
I would want to go first.
Well, I mean, do you want your kid to come out first too? Or does that matter?
What?
I said, do you want your kid to come out first too? Actually, no, you'd probably want your kid to come out second. It'd be easier trip out. But in any case, that woman, she's 19 years old. So what happened?
Man, she's open for business.
You think? So she had twins. So obviously it's fraternal twins. So one guy's sperm got the first egg, and the second guy later in the day, she happened to.
The second guy later in the day apparently did.
Or maybe right after, or maybe the same time.
That is true.
It was actually evening. It was actually.
You mean later, Later. Oh, I thought you was LAID. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
all right, I apologize.
The first guy was there in the crack of dawn. Second guy later during the day.
Oh God!
So please continue with your biological explanation.
Yeah. So then obviously, she's 19 years old. You're very fertile when you're that age and early 20s and all that.
Her nickname was Fertile Myrtle.
Listen, you're also very fertile when you're getting it twice in one day.
Yeah, that too.
Doubling your chances.
She friends with Sterile Merrill?
What is the double your pleasure, double your fun?
Fertile Myrtle and Sterile Merrill, come on over here. One of you guys are having kids.
Anything else, Roxanne?
I mean, She's a busy
hold on.
lady.
So far, you've given nothing but odd scientific related.
It's not odd. I'm explaining things to people who are saying, how could that happen? She popped out 2 eggs, which is unusual. You don't always do that. And then each sperm hit a different egg. And so 2 babies.
Stop saying
with
that.
50%.
We didn't come to you for
science.
Roxanne, hold on. We didn't come to you for a science report. We came to you for your opinion on it.
Can we get a diorama?
Roxanne, I don't need the who's and the what's in the house. We get the concept of how it happened. What do you think about it?
That's crazy.
Okay,
same thing everybody thinks about it.
I think it's hot.
Are they going to look?
Fester, come on.
No, good question. They could look nothing alike. Fraternal twins don't have to look anything alike.
Oh, okay.
And these particular fraternal twins are only half siblings, so they're half fraternal twins.
Guys, think about how close you guys might have come to having twins with another fella.
Oh no.
Are they still born on the same day?
Yeah, they were. I think they were. They were born on the same. They were conceived the same day. I think they were born on the same day. Wow.
One kid's Italian, one kid's albino.
Yeah, that could
that's
be.
the thing. You take after your father. Those differences.
Hey, Fester, any thoughts on the Largo woman that won $1 million?
See, Largo is a town in Pinellas County.
With the scratcher.
See, I'm doing what Roxanne did. I'm just giving out facts about Largo.
Thank you.
Hey, good for her. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of all these people.
Amy Lemley, 69 years of age, purchased a 500X, the cash scratch-off game.
Ooh.
This is a $50 ticket.
I haven't brought myself to a place where I can spend $50 on a scratcher.
That is a $50 ticket. All right, now...
Do you have more of a chance of winning one of those?
No, but the chances are bigger prizes.
Exactly. So you're putting more money in, the payoff is, and the odds are going to be probably a little bit better. So this woman won $1 million. That's if you take the annuity payments over 20 years or whatever. She opted to take the lump sum payment of $820,000. She bought it at a Wawa on Ulmerton Road in Largo.
Oh, I've been to that Wawa too. Son of a gun.
That's where she bought the ticket. It was a $50 ticket. She won $1 million, or she'll cash out with $820,000. She'll have to pay federal tax on that. So lop 35% off of federal taxes. Maybe some Obamacare in there as well. But
she may walk away with a half mil.
No, but she's going to walk away with take 35% off of $820 essentially, and that's what she's going to walk away with.
Yeah, that particular game has 2 $25 million prizes, one of which has already been claimed.
Oh my God! They had a $25 million winner
on a scratcher. So
Yes.
that's the appeal
for spending $50 on a scratcher.
I can't bring myself comfortably or mentally to go past $20.
All right, let me talk about that for a second. As you know, I don't play Powerball or Mega Millions until the jackpot gets ridiculous. Typically, it's got to be over $500 million. Typically, it's got to be like $500 million or more for me to go out and spend $10 or $20 on some quick picks.
Yeah, because you don't get out of bed for $300 million.
All right, now with scratchers, I had never played a scratcher. Remember, this came up.
Mm-hmm.
This came up, I think, late last year. I brought up the fact that I had never purchased a scratcher lottery ticket in the state of Florida. I've been in Florida since 1992, and I'd never purchased a Florida scratcher ticket in all the times I was in Florida. And remember, I went out and bought one. And we did a little bit on the air, and I went out and bought, I think I bought 3 $20 scratchers. And did I break even, or did I lose a little bit?
I don't recall.
Anyway, I don't know what, I hadn't bought a scratcher since then until last week. Last week, I was walking out of the Publix, where the old Sports Authority used to be on Kennedy Boulevard in South Tampa, right across from the mall. And they have the automated big touchscreen lottery machine right as you leave the store. I'm like, you know what? It was like it was calling me. All right?
Destiny.
So I drop a $20 bill. I bought the Gold Rush thing. I think it was $20. Was it 20? What? I put $20 in.
Yeah, $20 Gold Rush.
I bought $20, and guess what I won?
Jack.
That would be correct. I won
Jack Squat.
I won Jack Squat. In fact, they ought to do a scratcher game called Jack Squat. New from the Florida lottery.
No winners ever.
Jack Squat.
My dad won from Wawa once.
Wow.
Wawa's hot.
How
He
much?
won
How much?
1,000 off $1.
That's good.
Gold Rush.
Yeah. Oh, really? All right. So I bought a ticket last week, $20 Gold Rush. I won nothing. Squat, zero. I might as well just taken that $20 bill and just flushed it down the toilet.
No, because there's probability. There's odds. You could have won something.
I realize
Okay.
that. Thank you for the probability and the statistic lesson.
He played Jack Squat, not Jack Pot. God, you know the difference.
Well, guess what? Earlier this week, I went to Publix to get a big head of cauliflower because I wanted to make. You ever do a whole roasted cauliflower in the oven?
No, I say cauliflower.
Always,
Not
dude.
cully.
Cauliflower.
I
Whatever.
always roast
So,
one.
On the way out of Publix, I'm like, you know what? That bastard machine took me for $20 last week. So let me put some more money in this
I'm
thing.
going to teach it a lesson.
So I upped it to $30. I bought whatever the black ticket is. I bought a black ticket, and it was a $30 ticket.
I think you got Gold Rush again, but like the $20 one's a different color.
All right, so I spent $30 on a ticket.
Okay.
I feed in a 20 and a 10. I get home, I scratch the ticket. I immediately won my money back. Nothing more. I got a $20 and a $30. I'm sorry. I got a $20 and a 10. So I immediately won my $30 back.
Okay.
But I'm still down 20.
Yeah.
From the losing ticket from Jack Squat last week.
See, so in your mind, you print that as a free ticket, so you're going to put that money right back. Because what's happened is
Now you're addicted.
You're going to take it to Publix next time you go.
Yeah, I'm going to parlay it. I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to take the $30 and I'm going to go buy another $30 ticket, and then it's going to be another edition of Jack Squat, right?
That's what happens. Did you know,
I'll be
MJ?
homeless soon.
I didn't know this until I got behind the line. Somebody in line at Publix who was a true lottery degenerate.
Yeah.
You don't even need to scratch the tickets. There's like a
there's
QR code.
There's
or
a
something.
barcode. Oh yeah, you don't even need to scratch that. All you gotta do is scratch the bottom code and scan it, and that'll tell you whether the ticket's a winner.
And there was a person they were at the kiosk machine when I got there.
Yeah, you don't even need to scratch all the things with all that miserable, waxy lottery scratching residue. Yeah, you don't need
part
that.
of the fun.
Well, for some people, but
yeah.
for the degenerates, Froggy, they stood there for at least 20 minutes just buying ticket. Then I see them at the kiosk.
And they're just scratching the bottoms to scan, and that's it. They're not even really seeing, what if they're matching, visually.
It takes the fun out of it.
Yeah, Andrew.
Two things. One, most psychics would have told you right away you weren't going to win.
That's true.
Okay, thank you.
Two, we could easily take a little 10 from each person on this show and buy one of those $50 tickets and see where that gets us.
I'm out.
Andrew, I can tell you right now, I've tried to start MJ Morning Show lottery pools when the lottery is
Never
really big.
works.
And MJ's like, well, it's my show, so I wouldn't have.
What?
I never said
Are you
that.
kidding me?
I never said that. He's lying. That's a complete
I can't
load.
think of a person I'd want to win the lottery less with than MJ.
All right, when we get back, do you remember the bucket list lady? You remember the local lady that said she had one item on her bucket list that she wanted to cross off?
No.
No.
Do you remember? Oh, you don't? Okay, well, hold on. This is a cliffhanger.
Cool.
The bucket list lady, we have an update on the item that she wanted to cross off her bucket list, and she did. All right, we have an update on this woman. Also, what kind of a awful, terrible human being would jump in front of a little girl and snag a fly ball at a ball game when the little girl was going to have the fly ball? What kind of an adult grown male would? That's like George Costanza pushing the kids out of the way at the birthday party with fire. Remember that?
I mean, I might do it to get a foul ball.
Also, it didn't end well, but there was like a Dukes of Hazzard, launching car situation up in Brooksville, right into someone's house.
Well, it was captured like one of those doorbell cams?
Yeah, buddy, it was. We got a lot of stuff coming up in just a bit. Oh, and Roxanne, remember I was laughing at something earlier today?
I saw you snickering.
Yeah, and you're like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, I'm just reading a story. I got to get to that. And do you know about Mike Tyson's new business venture? That's coming up. I got a lot of stuff. So don't move. We're back in a minute on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. And, of course, we have Shorty Shane still in the studio. Hey, let's talk about my good friend. I mean, the news is that the Queen might be gone. You know, Michelle and I were just talking about this last night, that Chloe's going to be in the UK when the Queen checks out, and just a ton of sources all over the place that the Queen, royal family rushes to Queen Elizabeth's side, and there's all kinds of reports out there that the Queen might already have passed.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And Fester, you're making a mockery and doing Queen voice earlier this morning.
That's not cool, dude.
I now have to refrain from making any sarcastic or condescending remarks because MJ asked me, hey, Fester, how about you not be a jerk?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Hey, we're going to talk about the Queen maybe being dead. How about you not be a jackass about it? Okay.
You got the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, and everything. Fears for the Queen. William and Charles rush to be by Queen's side. I'm looking all this everywhere. Now, Pat George just came in and said the BBC suspended service.
Oh, no Downton Abbey today?
Fester, you have to be a wise ass. Come on.
Stop being like that.
I just went to the BBC website, and it says Queen's doctors concerned for her health. So what's going on with all of these stories everywhere right now? And earlier this morning, there's concern. Some are suggesting that the Queen has already passed. Now, we don't know that. Who's flipping through social media?
I am right now.
What do you have, Roxanne?
Well, first of all, I'm just still seeing that she's under medical care.
Yeah.
I can't find that she has passed.
Who has said that she's dead?
Well, Pat George just walked in.
Besides Pat, what credible news source has come out with...
Like, our traffic guy is not a credible source?
He's 50-50 on traffic.
He's-
I mean, come on. I love Patty, but come on, man.
He's 50-50 on traffic. Yeah, that crash might be on 275 and MLK, or it might not be.
I just want everybody to know that there's a new king in town, and he's got gigantic ears. It's my time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's been
finally
itching.
The old bat.
God, you know what? I had the chance to meet Prince Charles, and I'm so, I'm not into the whole royal thing, but it would have been cool.
Wait, on Jeffrey Epstein's plane? Where could you have met Charles?
I was never on Jeffrey.
No, but where would you have met Prince Charles?
That wasn't Prince Charles. That was Prince...
that was Prince Edward.
No, it wasn't Prince Edward. It was
Andrew.
Prince Andrew.
Yes.
All right. So, quickly, before we move on to my pre-promoted crap, while we're on Queen, unfortunately, demise watch, I was in Little Cayman. This is like probably 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and the Prince Charles, was making a visit to the Cayman Islands and was on Grand Cayman, and then came over to Little Cayman.
Yes.
And Cayman Brack.
I didn't even need sails.
And I was on, he used his Dumbo ears?
I just used my ears.
Yes.
Oh, Your Highness, the ship has lost power.
I believe he came over on the little Twin Otter, the Cayman Airways Dash 6. So I was on Little Cayman. It was Michelle and me and the kids, and we were scuba diving. It was during spring break. It was like March you can probably look it up. When did Prince Charles? It was like March of 2017 or March of 2018 or something.
Okay.
And Prince Charles was there, and Little Cayman is tiny. There are like 120 permanent residents. That's it. And then it might double with the tourists that are on the island. There's very few people. Prince Charles came over to the island, and he lands at the little one shack, little airstrip at Little Cayman at Bodden Field. And he got off the plane, and there's like a couple of dozen people that are waiting, and he comes over and shakes everyone's hand. He's talking to everybody, and I was done scuba diving, and I should have gone down. It was only like a half mile down the road. I should have gone down, and I would have been in my T-shirt and my Birdwell beach breeches, you know, and I could have, shook Prince Charles's hand, and I kind of regretted it that I didn't go down there, because we would have had total contact with Prince Charles, and probably would have gotten a photo of me, shaking Prince Charles's hand.
Wow.
And he's going to be the king. He might be the king later today.
Yes, it's my time. Off with your head.
I mean, you love your mother and all, but if you're Prince Charles.
I think he ought to go all Game of Thrones. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's what he ought to do.
Yes.
Bring back the Iron Maiden.
He's going to rename London Winterfell.
Welcome to Winterfell.
Tell him to cast me for that new little dude in the
Oh,
in the
yeah.
thing.
You know what? You must hate that little mid. What's that guy's name?
Dinklage.
What is Dinklage?
Yes.
You hate
Dinklage?
Peter Dinklage.
I'm not into the whole royal thing either, but that dude needs to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a terrible actor.
Dwarf? No, he's not. He's a pretty. Peter Dinklage is actually a pretty cool, pretty good actor.
He peaked in Elf.
I like Peter Dinklage. Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
I think he's a pretty cool guy. All right, I got a lot of stuff we got to do. We are on Queen Watch here, and I mean, no one's reporting that she's passed.
It's the MJ Morning Show Queen Watch, where the Queen Watch never stops until she stops.
That is inappropriate.
Guys, I mean, she is 96. How old is she?
104.
She was born in 26, I think.
The
1926.
Queen Watch never stops.
The new king's first decree. Bring in Pippa and not us.
No, we stop it. Come on.
I just like her. I think she's amazing.
Hold on. I want to go to Google's real quick. Let me do the Google. I'm going to the Google.
Was the Queen like, bring me Meghan Markle?
On a platter.
Mother, I miss you. I'll miss you, Mother.
Guys, can you guys just stop rambling?
Where
you guys are just rambling about.
Says the guy who's mumbling as he's scrolling through Google.
All right, I'm going to Google. Seriously, I want to type in Queen dead, and I just want to see if anything comes up.
And it's going to be like an article about Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury passes.
Oh my God.
No.
I loved him.
No, Queen Elizabeth II under medical care, health fears.
All right, you're just babbling.
Yeah.
Well, why did Pat George come in and say that she's already gone?
He's got deeper threads on Twitter and
What,
stuff
the traffic cam on I-4 near the Seminole Hard Rock? Well, is that his source?
Something imminent is happening for the BBC to suspend programming for.
Well, he came in and said that, but where is? I haven't seen that written anywhere.
I don't.
Andrew, do you have anything on that?
Yeah, just pull a BBC, and there are places all over that are explaining that.
What are they saying?
It said that they're suspending regular programming until 6 p.m.
So what does that mean? Is it just like anchors at a news desk?
So they were suspending regular programming.
Yeah,
so
and I don't know if that's 6 p.m. our time or their time.
No, it's Eastern time because London's very concerned about what New York thinks about their dead
No, it's going to be their time. So hang on a minute. What time is it over? Because Chloe's...
It's ahead.
2
It's
p.m.?
ahead. Yeah.
Is it 2?
Yes, we know they're ahead. Yes, we know that they're ahead. Thank you,
That was
Roxanne.
for myself. Because
I thought
it's very
Chloe was in
confusing to me.
Scotland, not you.
Chloe is in the United Kingdom. She's in Scotland, but Scotland is part of the UK. And if I'm not mistaken, the Queen is at her castle actually in Scotland right now.
Oh.
Yes. I
knew that.
Can you confirm that the Queen's in Scotland right now?
I think I saw that. I will give it a 90% chance that she is, and I'll confirm it.
Who are you,
100%.
Pat George? Jeez. Can we get some certification here?
Can we give any information out with
Can
a
you just
degree?
call Chloe and ask her?
You know
like,
what? I'm going to call her.
Yeah.
What time is it? They're 5 hours up, so it's what? It's
2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock there now. Let me call Chloe. Now, Chloe has a new international phone.
She's at Balmoral Castle.
Yeah, so she's up in Scotland.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so that's where Chloe's at St. Andrews.
My only wish was not to die in Wales.
Oh no!
That's my heart
hold
monitor.
I don't.
They suspended phone calls there
No,
too.
I don't think that our phone system will allow us to do international calls. Hang on a minute. Oh, baby. 9237. All right, I'm calling Chloe's new international cell phone to see if it goes through. Oh, it is. Look at that. All right, hang on.
Hello?
Chloe, it's me live.
Hi.
Is the Queen, have you heard anything about the Queen?
No, I haven't. But you know her, I think it's her great-granddaughter, Lady Louisa. She goes here. She's a fresher.
So the Queen's great-granddaughter goes to St. Andrews where you are right now?
Yeah, apparently she's very nice.
Well, hey, make friends with her. Tell her you're Queen Chloe in my book.
Okay.
All right. Hey, no, there's a bunch of stories out that the Queen's in really, really bad shape right now, and some are speculating that the Queen might have actually passed. And she's at Balmoral. She is in Scotland. She's at her castle up there.
Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, I heard she wasn't doing too well.
Where are you right now?
I'm in the quad.
All right. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Chloe, you went out with the football team last night. Is that correct?
Yeah, the football club.
The football club.
So that means they play soccer.
Chloe, I guess they like Chloe. Chloe's going to be on one of the women's teams at St. Andrews. Chloe's going to play football.
I bet.
We call it soccer. And you went out. Chloe, you would not pick up my video calls. You kept declining. Then you would not pick up my regular call. Did you have a little bit too much to drink last night by any chance?
Perhaps.
Too much gin.
Yes.
A little too much scotch?
Yeah, there's actually...
From the Highlands?
Today. Dad, there's actually a gin tasting today, and it's only £2.
It's what? What'd you say?
It's only £2.
What is?
The gin tasting.
The price.
There's a gin tasting?
Yeah.
My God. All right. So, Chloe, were you drunk off your butt last night, and that's why you wouldn't pick up the call?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Listen, let us know if you're hearing anything up there in Scotland about the Queen, all right?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Love you.
Okay.
You're hungover, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
She's in the giggly phase where you still have enough alcohol in your system that you kind of feel good and don't feel bad yet.
That's what I want to hear from you, Roxanne.
Exactly.
All right. Bye, Chloe.
All right, bye.
All right. Hey, I'm glad to see the international phone call does work.
Mm-hmm.
So the Queen's about to kick the bucket, and your daughter's worried about going to a gin tasting for £2?
Apparently so. What if the Queen actually checks out today? They're going to cancel the gin tasting?
No, they're going to have a salute. Oh, not salute. What do they call that?
Toast.
Toast, yeah. To the Queen.
MJ, not sure, but it is an important day in the royal family, and that is a BBC kind of day. I told Andrew to bring up the Billy Bebop BBC Radio 1 call. You remember that one?
Yeah.
With the spotted dick.
Do we actually have that?
Yeah, he has it back there.
I don't think there's ever been a more appropriate day to play it.
Andrew, do you have that available? All right, hold on a sec. So the Queen's in the news. Her health apparently is failing. We don't know the status. The BBC has suspended regular programming.
Billy Bebop is a part of BBC Radio 1.
Right, so I guess it's only fitting that we play one of Froggy's old crank radio shows, right? I haven't heard this in a while. Go ahead and hit it. Go.
And cakes, may I help you?
Yes, hello. Is this the bakery?
Yes, it is.
Oh, great. My name is Billy Bebop. I'm from BBC Radio 1. Have you heard of my radio show?
I've heard of Radio 1, yes. Hello.
Oh, okay. You haven't heard of Billy Bebop, though?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm relatively new to the airwaves here in Britain, and what I do is a radio show, and we're not on the air right now. We're actually in commercials, and what I want to know is I got your number here in the phone book, and I am calling places looking to give them sort of a royal wedding quiz, because, of course, the royal wedding is nearly hours away. So if you don't mind being on the radio, because I've called lots of places, and you're the first person that seems so nice.
Well, thank you. Will it take long?
No, it won't take long at all. It's literally 5-6 questions, a little quiz, and you have the opportunity to win a big prize as long as you don't mind being live on BBC Radio 1.
No, it's fine.
Okay, great. All right, now remember, my name is Billy Bebop. If you could just act like you've heard of me when we're on the air.
Okay.
Great. Okay?
Yes.
Let me ask my producer when we're coming back from commercials. And 3, 2...
BBC Radio 1. Radio 1.
Yes, the Billy Bebop radio show is live. BBC Radio 1. Of course, everybody knows the royal wedding between Kate and Prince William is going to be just merely hours away. And on the line, we have a wonderful lady, and your name is?
Abigail from Blue Cakes. Hello.
Wonderful, and welcome to the Billy Bebop radio show on BBC Radio 1.
Thank you.
Okay, now, what we're going to do is have a little game show called What Do You Know About the Royal Family?
Okay.
Now, do you know a lot about them?
I know some.
Okay, now, if you're ready, we're going to start the quiz, and I got to tell you a fantastic prize might be yours if you get 3 questions right. Do you want to know what the prize is?
Yes, please.
Tickets to Westminster Abbey for the royal wedding!
Really?
Yes, indeed.
That's wonderful. I can't
Yes.
believe it. Thank you so much.
Are you going to be able to... I know it's short notice, but if you win, will you be able to go to the wedding?
Oh, if I get tickets to the wedding, I'm going to close down the shop. I'm going to go. Don't worry.
Fantastic. Okay, now, let's start the quiz where the grand prize is 2 tickets to the wedding, the royal wedding at Westminster Abbey. Here we go. Question number 1. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Name Prince William's red-haired brother.
Prince Harry.
Prince Harry is correct. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right, that's 1 question down. Number 2, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, do you know who the Duchess of York is?
Fergie?
Very, very good, Sarah Ferguson. Yes, Fergie. Now the question is, carpet, does it match the drapes?
I've never been to her house.
Well, you're mistaken by the question. Let me rephrase.
You mean on her down below bit?
Yes, the down and below bit.
I assume it does.
You say yes?
Yes.
I say you are correct. Yes. Okay. Now, are you ready for the last question? If you get this right, you're going to win tickets to Westminster Abbey for the royal wedding.
Oh, yes.
Okay, last question.
Yes.
Now, you should know this if you know anything about Kate Middleton, okay?
Yes.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
What is Kate Middleton's favorite dessert? She says she can't live without it.
Pavlova?
You know what? I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Spotted.
Dick?
Hello, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry, I think we have a bad connection. Hang on a second. Oh, okay, I hear. Yes, spotted.
Dick! Spotted Dick!
Oh, no, I think we lost her. Oh, I'm sorry. You know
No,
what,
I'm here,
Roger?
thanks.
Just hang up on her. Okay,
Spotted
great.
Dick! No!
So
wow.
I guess
Pavlova?
What is pavlova?
I don't know. I haven't heard that one in a
Sounds
while.
delicious.
That was a big day. Talk about short notice. You get to go to the wedding that starts in 30 minutes.
Man, I don't know if it's appropriate to play that on today, as apparently we're on serious Queen Health Watch. All right, how much time do we have? Oh, we got plenty of time left. All right, let me go back to what I actually had teased was coming up in this segment. Does anyone remember anything that I teased that was coming up?
You teased 2 separate times. You teased over a song, and then you teased going. Yeah.
So during the commercial break, MJ, we were made aware that something awful had happened to Roxanne's clothing.
Roxanne apparently wet herself.
Okay. You guys have no idea of how the female anatomy works, do you?
Oh,
no idea.
I have a rough idea.
No, apparently not. Because if a woman pees her pants, it doesn't come out the front.
I have a rough idea.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe the person I was with was not a girl then. No, I'm kidding. All right. Roxanne, the whole front of your gray dress, and you know, like on a gray, the water spot shows up. It's like amplified, and it looks like Roxanne had some
water
kind of
breakage.
Yeah, or maybe you're transitioning. I don't know.
What?
So, Andrew, did you get the photo of Roxanne with her whole wet dress? In just a matter of moments, there'll be a photograph of Roxanne wetting the front of her dress.
That's impossible to do as a female.
By the way,
all this is I had some makeup on my dress. I spilled a little makeup on my dress.
Right.
So then I took my cup of water and I was trying to
And
clean
then
it
you
off.
dumped the water
and then
on your
and I
dress?
spilled it. Yeah. So it's water. It's not bodily fluids.
All right, listen, I'm just pointing it out that
And
it's,
I'm just pointing out that women don't pee like that. If I had a big wet stain on the back of my pants, you could say, "Did you have an accident?"
It's a great picture though, and Fester actually is crouching down and pointing at it.
I mean, what is that, Rox? We were all very concerned.
Yeah, Andrew, is it?
No, and he is dressed.
Oh, and yeah, Fester does have clothes on.
This
all right, so if you want to see Roxanne, this is going to become a meme, and I'm sure this is going to show up, all over the internet at some point. Roxanne's wet dress will be up momentarily at mjmorningshow.com. mjmorningshow.com, and it'll be in Andrew. What stories that we mentioned? Is that where it is? or did you make it a featured item?
It doesn't need to
Although,
be featured.
where is it?
But it's on the page of stories we talked about.
Okay, so stories we talked about, you can see Roxanne. All right, we've got a couple of videos that we have to talk about. First of all, this dude that snaked the ball out of a little girl's glove is really sad. This is pathetic. A grown adult, a man who had a glove. First of all,
I have issues with that.
Yeah, a grown man that brings a glove to a ball game, is that's a kid thing to do. I mean, that might dictate that you might have some mental instability to begin with if you're an adult bringing a glove to the ball game.
I don't know. I mean, now that you think about a ball hurling toward you and you can catch it and protect yourself or your family, I don't know. But it's kind of a dorky move.
This is at a Washington Nationals game.
Oh, I hate the
and
Nationals.
This grown man jumped in front of a girl and snagged a ball that was intended for the young girl. So the clip was posted some days ago.
Have you seen the video?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I've watched the video numerous times.
So it's not like it's during the game and somebody hits a home run and it's fair game.
It was a player threw a ball to the girl.
Right.
So the outfielder, it's been confirmed that the outfielder identified as Nats outfielder Joey Meneses, I don't know, Meneses.
Okay.
Threw a ball toward a group of children. So the ball player is throwing the ball at the kids.
Which is a very nice thing to do for kids coming to the game. Absolutely.
The ball is up in the air, coming toward the kids. Some of the kids have gloves. One of the little girls has a glove, about to make the attempt to catch the ball. And this grown man jumps in front of her, swipes the ball, and walks away. That is horrific.
That is low.
Yeah. A woman by the name of Gina Hilliard claimed the ball was intended for her daughter. She then posted the video online and even put a tag for the Nationals. And she wrote on Twitter, "Grown man steals baseball from little girl. Nationals, can you get Joey Meneses, whatever, to sign a baseball and send it to my daughter?"
Good for her.
What a punk. Can you believe it?
And the Nats are going to do it.
Again, it's like George Costanza at that birthday party when something started smoking in the kitchen and he's pushing all the kids out of the way, knocks grandma over on the walker, fire, fire, fire,
Yeah, classic.
That is terrible.
I mean,
no word yet whether the Nationals have sent an autographed ball.
I suggest she puts it on TikTok, not Twitter, or both.
Say it
hey,
again?
we don't promote TikTok around here, buddy, all right?
No, that's like an instant reply. Though,
Yeah,
if she needs to do it.
TikTok is a Chinese commie spy operation.
Yeah, and he's got like 1 million followers. He's got all kinds of spies.
But that's like a highlight on there. People will tag the Nationals nonstop.
Do they really?
They will.
Oh, she'll get an answer.
So yeah, the Nationals, they've been aware of this. The minute she posted that, I'm sure they've been aware of this.
They're going to do something for the kids. That's good.
Yeah, well, they should. I mean, it's just a terrible thing. All right, so that video, if you haven't seen that video, if you have not seen this punk, this adult, snag the ball out of the little girl's clutches at a Nationals game.
Did she cry?
We can't see the front of her. But go ahead, and the video is up on mjmorningshow.com, and it's top of the page in videos that we mentioned on the show.
That guy had some skills, though. He walked right in, got right over her, caught it clean.
Yes, Andrew.
Yeah, the team has contacted the woman, and they're going to send what right now is an unspecified item to replace that baseball to the kid.
Unspecified item? Why is it an
They
unspecified?
might send a bat, a signed ball, who knows, a jersey.
Jockstrap. Some chewing tobacco.
Performance enhancing drugs.
Bunch of needles.
Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa syringe pack.
That's right.
All right, so
that went deep quick.
The other video that you've got to see, and it's terrible. It did not end well. A driver lost control on a curve in Brooksville. The car goes airborne. It was captured by like a Ring doorbell. The car goes airborne, does a Dukes of Hazzard jump off the road right into a house. I mean, smashed through the side of the house. It was a 2010 Toyota Prius, was traveling on Fulton Avenue. The driver, who was 57, lost control at a curve when airborne. Surveillance video from a neighbor's camera caught the whole thing. It happened yesterday in Hernando, and the driver didn't make it. 2010 Toyota Prius, 57-year-old driver. Car went off the road, hit an embankment, went airborne, and collided into a tree. And then the impact then caused the car to rotate and smash right through the home. It took the whole side wall of the house out. And the driver did not make it. Yeah, the driver passed away from the injury. His home has extensive damage. 2 people were inside the home, and they are okay, but their home is going to need some serious repairs, and hopefully it can be fixed. I wonder if the home's good. I mean, the cinder blocks are all smashed.
From a Prius?
But yeah, from a Prius, exactly.
Is it inappropriate to ask if the Dukes of Hazzard bugle?
No, we're not. Froggy, a 57-year-old driver passed away.
Now,
I'm not playing
okay,
the
so it would be inappropriate. We're just asking a question.
No, it's
It
not
would be
appropriate.
inappropriate.
It is totally inappropriate. We're not playing that. But also, when you think of cars going airborne and flying through the air, a Toyota Prius is not even on the top 50 list.
Well, I would not want to be in a Prius. Now, a Dodge Charger via 1971.
Yeah,
what
maybe.
color?
But
Orange.
That's with a Confederate flag on it.
Oh yeah, now everybody else could joke, but I say something, I get.
I'm not. All right, stop.
Yes,
Stop.
Yes, Andrew.
Andrew, that was inappropriate.
Andrew, what are you doing?
Inappropriate, my friend.
And Andrew is so appropriate all the time.
All right, we got to take a quick break here. Our final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. So when we get back, the bucket list woman. You'll remember the story. The woman that had a bucket list and she actually wanted to do this and cross it off her bucket list. We have an update on her. And then Mike Tyson. Really? Mike Tyson is selling an edible in a certain shape. Think about it. What shape of edible would Mike Tyson be selling?
I know.
All right, hold on. We'll get to all that and a whole lot more in the final segment of the MJ Morning Show next here on Q105. But first... Want a drink of you? Did we do that back in the day, Fester? I only want a drink of you.
That sounds like the worst parody song ever.
Back before we were funny.
I only want a drink of you.
That was clever.
Why don't you play Disco Duck while you're at it?
He says yoo-hoo. I only want to be with you.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm a chocolate milk connoisseur. Folks, if you haven't figured out yet, you're listening to the MJ Morning Show on WRBQ FM, Q105, 104.7 FM. And I'm a chocolate milk connoisseur. I hate bad chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk, and I hate bad chocolate milk.
Don't you put chocolate milk in your cereal too?
I do. I do not like regular white milk.
So gluttonous.
So I've always used chocolate milk in my breakfast cereal. But I love good chocolate milk. But speaking of Yoo-Hoo's chocolate water. But for some reason, I've always liked Yoo-Hoo. Even though I hate bad chocolate milk, I like Yoo-Hoo. I like it. Who you flip? Pat, hold on. Pat George just came. Did you just hold on? Get that on camera.
Yeah.
Look at this.
What do you mean? What do you mean 50-50 in traffic? The Queen is dead.
Hold on.
BBC is saying it right now. Breaking news.
They're saying the Queen has died?
She has died.
This is
Not only can I do
on a minute.
traffic, but I can do Queen traffic.
Hang on. I'm on the BBC website right now.
Pat, way to break the news.
Pat, it says the royal family gathers in Balmoral amid concerns for Queen's health.
It's after that.
Hold on, it does.
BBC breaking news.
I told you, Pat has different threads.
It's not on their website.
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay, I'm on BBC News here. Family gathers.
That's where I am.
Wouldn't it be
refresh all that?
All right, hold on. Let me go to Drudge.
Let me go
with you, Pat.
Y'all go to Google
Judge
News.
knows.
Yeah, right.
Pat is so butthurt that I
Pat,
said
it's not a Drudge doesn't have it.
She has passed.
Where are you seeing the Queen has passed?
It doesn't matter. She's dead.
Well, your next door neighbors didn't believe me till I showed them.
Well, show us.
That doesn't prove anything.
Pat, listen.
Andrew has some news for you,
Listen,
Pat.
50-50.
Well, only your computer is getting a web page that says the Queen has died.
He's on the dark web.
What, you should date Fergie?
All right. I'm on Google News.
Yes.
Under medical care, what happens when the Queen dies.
That's what I see. I don't see it.
Actually, I'm feeling better, everybody. I feel great.
SkyNews.com. I'm going to Sky News.
Never better.
Why does nobody have that the Queen has passed?
Except Pat.
Except Pat, our traffic guy.
Where I made an off-the-cuff kind of comedic comment that, hey, he's 50-50 on traffic, and I crush his soul.
I'm on Sky News. It says all Queen's children head to Balmoral as monarch under medical supervision amid health fears. Latest update.
What about all of her horses and all of her men?
All right, listen. Festa, shut up. Stop it.
Stop. It's disrespectful.
Stop it. Dude, stop. Listen, obviously, if they're summoning the whole family to come up there, the doctors are saying you better get here quickly. She's not going to make it. Where the hell is Pat George, our traffic guy, getting that the Queen has already died, and we see it nowhere else?
He has.
Hold on, Andrew. Yes, Andrew.
It's a fake account on Twitter.
What? Pat was had?
Oh, my God.
That's why I'm questioning Pat.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The one he was looking at, I was pointing out to him that it was fake.
It's fake.
Now, I'm not saying that she's not dead.
Oh, man.
And that they haven't announced it.
So let me guess. Pat, our traffic guy, he's the guy that falls for all those phone calls and all those emails about, Prince needs to send $72 million to America from Nigeria. So Pat's the guy that falls for that.
I wouldn't be surprised if later today we hear that she is.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
I wouldn't be surprised. But again, I went to every website that would have if the Queen were dead, and the BBC, Sky News, none of them. So he was looking at a fake BBC web Twitter account or something?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
There's no legitimate source out there reporting that.
Yeah, that's why I'm questioning it.
I feel fine, Charleston. Do the Charleston with me, Charles.
No, I don't think his name is Charleston.
No, she wants to do the Charleston.
I want to do a dance with him because I feel 1,000,000%.
Hey, I got a lot to cover here in the final segment on the show. And Fester, stop being disrespectful.
Yeah, stop.
Hey, Shorty Shane, can you lift your mic over your head to Jackie, who's right behind you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, Jackie, you got to get right up to the microphone, though.
Okay.
Jackie,
I'm not loud enough? How am I not loud enough?
So Jackie is a sales assistant here at Q105 in the Beasley Media Group. And Jackie is the one that made the mosaic tiled wall mural of Fester naked in the shower by stringing together how many?
It was 16 pages.
16 pages of 11 by 17.
Yes.
And you printed individual tiles to make the whole mosaic of Fester naked.
Yes.
And it's more than life-sized.
It is.
And the image of Fester standing next to this on the wall of the radio station hallway, that's on my Instagram account. Did you see that?
I did. It's epic.
I said, you follow me on Instagram?
I do now.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Thank you.
All right, all right, easy.
All right, so...
Jackie, people love you. The
Oh
texters
my God,
love you.
it's your worst nightmare. I know. Give me a microphone. No.
Tell you what, you're buying your way onto this show
All
more.
right.
You're buying your
I'm
way.
terribly shy, you know.
All right.
One of my friends was like, I love that Jackie. She sounds like the kind of friend, if
You
you're
better
like,
be
let's all
careful.
light our hair on fire, then she'd be the first one to do it.
Hey, Roxanne.
hairspray to do
Roxanne,
that.
you better be careful. She's after your gig.
she is.
No.
Hey, MJ.
No.
MJ, listen.
What?
You know what she'd be good for?
What?
The old Laughing Dave game. We just say one word.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no.
So we used to have a guy. We used to have a janitor at our old radio
I heard you
station.
making fun of my laugh yesterday.
Well,
I did.
Dave Legaretta used to be on our old morning show, and we had a little bit called Make Dave Laugh.
Okay.
And we would have people, all you have to say is like one word, like spatula. See?
I know, but
Just like I'm trying to find his laugh. I had it yesterday. It's up here somewhere.
I'm terribly easily amused.
Yeah. So all you got to say is like one word, and Dave would start laughing hysterically. All right, hang on. Here it is. So I'd say like goat cheese. And that's Dave. And Dave would start laughing. Yeah. All right. So I would say something like ball bearings.
I remember one time I really got him with turd burglar. Thank you, Dave.
You're getting her also.
Jackie, you might be Jackie, the sales assistant.
Oh, God.
You might be the new Dave Legaretta for
That would
us.
be so awesome.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm here every day.
Fester, try to get her. Try to get her with one word.
I refrain.
Refrain. Good.
It's a good one.
It's female Dave Legaretta.
I love it.
Anyway, the reason why I called you in here is, we put the whole mural on the wall.
Yes.
We hung it up. And then there was a big stink around here. Management got all bent out of shape. Apparently, some employees made an HR complaint about it.
I heard that, and I'm concerned
I'm like,
because
what?
I'm new. I don't want to get fired already.
And that's what I want to ask. Did anyone yell at you for making the mural? Now, we hung it up on the wall.
Right.
But did anyone yell at you for making the mural and using 3 months' worth of toner?
I have not heard that report yet, but now that you've mentioned it 4 more times today, I'm probably gonna get written up or something. At the very least.
Do they have a write-up policy around here?
Oh my God, if they do.
Hey, Jackie, guess what? You've been here for how long?
It's been 2 months.
Yeah, you're fired.
Oh my God!
No, I'm kidding.
No, wait.
I'm joking.
He's just trying to see if you
I'm
laugh.
just getting started.
You were supposed to laugh at that.
Oh, okay.
Wow, what a laugh.
It's the best. It's great. All right.
I love it.
All right.
I'm exhausted already.
All right. But anyway, they took the mural down during the day and they shoved it in the morning show office. So we can't.
I was wondering where it went because,
yeah.
that took me a good hour. I was rushing.
Yeah, I got a message. It's 2022. Do we have to explain to you why this is inappropriate to put up on the radio station wall? It's like, everyone lighten up. I mean, this woke crap, and everyone's everyone's got sticks up their butts, okay?
Yeah, except for me.
Fester.
Except for me. And I have photographic
We saw
proof.
there is nothing.
Guys,
nothing in there.
we gotta get out of here. But first, I teased a couple of things. Oh,
Jackie just
See you,
tapped
baby.
me on my head.
See you, baby.
very nice.
That's like,
All right.
Again, very insulting.
Guys, I have the lightning round. I got things I teased here. First of all, the slap on the wrist woman. The slap on the wrist woman was the bucket list woman. Do you remember the woman that said that getting arrested was on her bucket list?
I mean, it's on mine too.
It was a local woman. It was Janiyah Shamirical Douglas.
Shamirical
was a. Well, it sounds like a Michael Jackson word. Shamirica. Anyway, she was arrested back in May on felony charges for allegedly fleeing cops while driving her Toyota on a roadway here in Florida. And I want to say wasn't she from the Tampa Bay area or something? Anyway, after the deputies spotted her speeding over 90 miles an hour They pulled her over. She continued to drive without stopping. Sirens and lights behind her. A cop, that finally they pulled her over, and this woman told the police that, yeah, it's one of my bucket list items. Yeah, Douglas mentioned twice her bucket list in high school was to be arrested for something simple. And she fulfilled her bucket list by being arrested. Anyway, she got a slap on the wrist. She did her court appearance, no prior criminal history, pretrial intervention agreement. She'll serve 96 hours of community service and pay $750 in court costs. So,
my gosh.
Yeah, that's the update there. And then what else did I have? What else did I tease? Oh, Mike Tyson. If I were to say Mike Tyson is getting into the edibles business and Mike Tyson is going to be selling an edible in a shape of something, what do you think it would be?
I know exactly what it is, so I'll recuse.
Recuse yourself? All right.
I don't know the story, but I think I know the answer.
All right, quickly. Guys, come on.
A boxing glove.
No.
An ear.
It's an ear. He's
I
selling.
wanted to guess more.
He's selling edibles.
Is there a chunk out of it?
In the shape of the ear that he bit off of.
Evander Holyfield.
Was it Evander Holyfield's
Yes.
ear? Yeah.
Mike Tyson bit Evander
Holyfield. So he's selling marijuana edibles shaped like the ear that
there is a chunk missing, just like his ear.
Bitten ear-shaped edibles from Mike Tyson.
Oh my God, they look so good.
They look like a steak.
Look at that. Is that cherry flavor?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Oh, they're
guys.
like
Quickly
bloody.
before we get out of here, the iPhone 14 and other Apple products, they did announce them yesterday at the Apple event. And did you see that Steve Jobs' daughter shaded Apple by saying, "Hey, look, the new iPhone 14, it's the same as my 13." Steve Jobs' daughter threw shade at Apple yesterday.
Do you know what also was announced yesterday against Apple, like in competition?
What?
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Wow.
Way better.
Wow, look at that.
Thanks for the info.
All right, we'll get out of here in a second. First,